Is the audio and the footage working okay on this one? So far, okay. It is quite pixelated, but yeah. I thought I'd just try boot up A Bug's Life on PS1, see if maybe it's just my game that won't record okay. I'll try PS2 game next, and then if I know that it's not that, I'll decide what I'm going to do. So yeah, I guess getting a little Bug's Life.
What a beautiful day in my neighborhood.
Yeah, everything, is the audio and still alright? Is it starting to speed up with anything?
The day started off so nicely.
Like I say, I know the game's quite pixelated. That's more of the game than anything else. But yeah. So I'll just run this first level and then I'll do another game and then I'll see from there what to do. Got stuck in a corner. Okay. Pick up the seed.
Well, isn't this nice? Just picking up grain here.
Nope. Okay.
Life of an ant.
Where's the... Squash the bug. I'll just go to the end of the level. I'm not going to go around collecting everything. It's just more just a test. It's not the PS2 itself that's the problem. It's the game or it's the streaming. Oh, I need to figure out what the problem is. Is it the game or is it the stream? Because if another PS1 game like this works okay, then it definitely feels like it's the game itself and not my stream. No, I need that.
Super berry. Oh yeah.
I'll just go to the end of the level.
What a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Oh yeah.
Okay. It's first level.
Oh yeah.
No issues with anything. I'm not gonna save because I'm not gonna do much more on that. Just give me a moment. Phew. Okay, sounds like it's all alright. Funny enough, it actually looks better on the recording than it does on my screen. Okay, so Bug's Life was okay. Let's try another game. An old classic, Simpsons Hit and Run. I just grabbed 2 games off the shelf that I haven't recorded yet, just to see. How it's all running. Again, I'll do not a level in this one, but I'll just do a... I don't need to save. I'll just do a section or a mission or so. I do have to be careful, obviously, with these 2 licensed games, because I don't know how much you're allowed to show, but I feel like it should be fine, because it's the game itself. Like, I'm not claiming I own The Simpsons or anything, I'm saying that I'm recording this game for review and gameplay purposes, live stream purposes. Right. Should be fine though, because it's all in-game things. Bug's Life, the cutscenes have to be careful, because they are actually like movie cutscenes.
Hey, I'm endorsing a new cola, kids.
Okay.
This one isn't poisonous to anybody.
Hopefully it's running
New
on.
and improved Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus,
Can I
it's a
skip?
special ingredient
Can you not
too
skip the first?
hot for the FDA.
Okay, fair enough.
It'll give you the get up and go. You need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do.
I mean, it looks
Try
alright.
new and
Sounds
improved
okay.
Buzz Cola.
I'll just do a bit of gameplay and then we'll go from there.
Cola.
You're getting Simpsons Hit and Run and Bug's Life. Although I don't know whether or not I'll actually play them, but yeah. I figure I need to just get a feel for where the problem is, but it seems like it's just this one game, unfortunately. Which really sucks, because it's my favourite game and I really wanted to do a live stream of it, but I don't know what to do about it.
Alright,
Yeah.
Shut up. Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Oh, must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, I gotta get used to the...
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy. Woohoo! USA! USA!
I know I'll go in there, but I want to just do a bit more gameplay, just to make sure there's no issues with how it's showing on video and audio. Oh, wait, hang on.
Whoa!
Got the
Sweet,
crab
sweet,
juice.
obsessive collecting. Chest pain! Having chest pain! Hey, Pooh, Give me a cola, and I need another bucket of ice cream with mini pies.
What happened to the ice cream with mini pies your wife bought this morning?
Oh, I probably ate it. I don't remember stuff too good.
Congratulations, Homer. Mission complete. Go back home and talk to Mom to start the next mission.
Behold, Frosticillus. Frostilicus.
Burn on my beard.
Ooh, the vibration tickling my feet. Ow, my ass!
I'll do this first proper mission and then I'll go off from here.
Homie, Lisa left for school without her science project. Can you get it to her?
Oh, do I have to?
You can drop it off on the way to work.
And I have to go to work? Let's do this thing!
Got a race
Just
skinner.
call me
Let's
Air
go.
Homer. Ow, my head! Learn to drive, dumbass. Eat my dust. Go! Oh, out of control.
Okay, I assume everything's looking and sounding okay, because I mean I'm not experiencing any stutter on my end. Not heard anyone having any issues.
My model of the digestive system.
Seems alright when I've looked at it.
Where's the gallbladder?
I got hungry and it was a fig.
It was modeling class.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
By the way, Dad, Mom called. She says she needs to talk to you at home before you go to work.
Go! I'm so talented and good looking.
Okay. Let's drive back home and then I'll leave Simpsons and run there.
Go!
Bully!
I am excelente.
The question is, do I risk trying my Digimon game again, or do I just leave it and just record something different? Because it seems like it's just that one game, but I don't know why it's... I don't know, like, should I record a different game instead? I mean, I know right now I'm live streaming
Never.
Hit and Run, just
Again.
testing the video and the audio. But I don't know what else I would do. Oh my god. Can we not, please? Oh my god. Come on. I'm getting all flustered now. This is the easiest thing ever and I can't do it. Come on. There you go. Good enough.
Oh, that
Touched
was
it.
too easy.
It was not too easy, Homer. Okay.
Wow, I need a disco nap.
Okay. We'll leave it there. I'm gonna try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I just leave the stream there. But and just consider doing something different. But who knows, maybe because I've played a few games it might run okay. Right. Okay. I'm just going to jump into the game. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, okay. We'll just stop if it's going terrible. Right, I'm going back on Digimon World 2003. Try and load it up, see if it works, see if it runs okay. I'm just going to start the game off straight away and we'll just go from there. I'm determined to try and get this to work because I want to play my favourite game. Skip the intro. Okay. They're late. What are Teddy and Ivy doing? We won't have time to play Digimon Online. I didn't want Ivy to come, but Teddy and his big mouth told her. They should have gotten a login pass ahead of time. Yeah. I will just need to know if things are sounding laggy or we're having really bad audio issues or anything. This just in. International Police, SAP, have located the European HQ of the crime group AOA. Together with the army, they raided their headquarters at midnight last night and have arrested the leaders of the AOA inside the compound. Officials believe these arrests will connect recent internet terrorism to the AOA. AOA, that's the group that did bad things with Digimon. I can't believe anyone would make Digimon do bad things. Thanks for waiting, Junior. Sorry we're late. Junior, why are you talking to yourself? It's creepy. About time, Teddy. And why is Ivy here in the first place? You always say that Digimon are for kids. Hey, I'm interested in Digimon Online, okay? And I never said I hated Digimon. Junior, Ivy, come on, let's go to the online center. Okay, it seems loads better right now. I hope that stays true. I really hope that stays true, because I really want to play this game. Like, this is my favorite game of all time. Like, no contest. So this is the Megami Online Center. Cool. Yeah, this is the Matrix system. It digitizes our ideas and thoughts and sends them to the net. I wonder how it works. I want to see what makes it tick. Hey, what are you two doing there? Come on, let's set up an account and log into the digital world. Welcome to the Megami Online Center. This service is for those traveling into the digital world. Is this your first time playing Digimon Online? Before we set up your account, you will have to choose your partner Digimon. Choose one starter pack, A, B, or C. Each pack has 3 types of Digimon. A is a balance pack, Kotamon, Renamon, Patamon. B is a powerful pack, Monmon, Agumon, Renamon. C is a maniac pack, Kumamon, Guilmon, Patamon. Which of the 3 would you like? Okay, good. It seems so far we're okay. Come on, Junior, what are you worried about? Just pick a pack that has a Digimon you like. I can't help it. All the packs have Digimon I like. Which Digimon don't you like, then? Don't get the pack that has Digimon you don't like and pick. There are no Digimon I don't like. I love all Digimon. Well, if you like all Digimon, then you don't have to worry. Come on, choose and let's go to the digital world. Junior, you still haven't made your mind up? You better make up your mind or I'm going ahead. Have you all decided? I've decided what I want to do. Assuming this will work as a playthrough, I know what pack I'm picking. Junior, I'm really going to leave you here. Yes. Okay, then I'll register you and your partner Digimon now. Welcome to Digimon Online. We will begin registration of your online account and partner Digimon. The account name will be your name in the digital world. Please choose your partner Digimon from one of the 3 starter packs. We will now start the process. Alright. So while I put my name in... let's get things going. I don't know if it'll fit. We'll call ourselves... No, not Green D. Green C, I want. Green C for Green Courage. Where's the... I need space. I'll do Green C for Green Courage. I'll put a dot as if there's more to it. Green C. Okay. So the balance pack, you get Kotamon, who's described as a balanced swordsman, also learns to heal. Renamon gets the enemy with lightning and ice. Patamon, healing specialist, very likable. So balanced is a bit of everything. You got a physical attacker, a special attacker, and a supportive defensive Digimon. Powerful pack. Monmon has various guns, expert marksman. Agumon likes to spew fire, very aggressive. Renamon, we've already had. So this is a pack that focuses more on damage than taking hits. So all 3 of these hit hard, but not a lot of defense. And then we have the Maniac pack, which is the pack I usually go for. Remember, I said usually. We have Kumamon, powerful martial artist who's pretty fast. Guilmon, mischievous Digimon, he'll learn odd moves. And Patamon. So this one's described as being quirky and difficult, only being able to rely on Patamon. Which is kind of true, kind of not true. It depends what you're really after in the game. Personally, I never go with the balance pack. I think the balance pack is pretty boring. I don't really like Kotamon as a design much, and I'm not huge on Patamon. I think Patamon's a bit weak in the first half of the game, and it gets a lot better later on. So we are going between the Maniac and the Powerful Pack. And if it's not clear, I'm going to go for the Powerful Pack. And the reason for that, Guilmon is my favourite of the rookies. I really love Guilmon. Kumamon's a fun Digimon. He hits quite hard. He's got decent defense, HP. He's very fast. But you have to work really hard on training his Spirit and Wisdom, which is basically your special attack and special defense stats if you ever played Pokemon. So I'm not going to go for that one because I think, as much as I like Guilmon, I don't really want to use Kumamon or Patamon. And I feel like it's easier to start the game off with something with Digimon that can hit hard and fast. And I think the Powerful Pack does that really well. Registration complete. Please head to the chamber room. Okay. Feels like we're doing alright with recording, so I'm just gonna keep going. If we have issues, just let me know in the comments. Okay, Teddy, Ivy, let's go to the digital world. Hey, wait up, Junior. I'm not done registering. I'm not going to go through all dialogue if I don't think it's important, but I'm doing this fast because, you know, it's the opening of the game. I figure I may as well. Wow, so this is the chamber room? I can start playing the game. This is exciting. It is exciting. I can actually play the game. What is your registered account name? It's Green Sea. So our name from now on will be changed from Junior to Green Sea. Confirmed. Thank you. Please enter the chamber capsule over there. Okay. And we are now going to go inside the video game. Hey, are you leaving without us? Junior, wait up! Nope. Off we go. To be downloaded in space. Now I know my game sometimes skips in-cut scenes, so I'll be keeping an eye on if anything happens. I'll obviously just skip the cutscene. But I think it's mostly like the intro scene more than anything else that tends to skip for me. Yeah, we're getting transported into the digital world, where all the Digimon, digital monsters, live. There we go. We arrive in Asuka City in the login room. Wow, so this is the world of Digimon Online? Green Sea, welcome to Asuka server. Please retrieve your Digimon data at the lobby. Huh? Digimon? Oh, I understand. I'll go right now. I love the music in this game. This game has my absolute favorite soundtrack of any game. The Matrix Chamber is an awesome machine. I can't believe that we're inside the net. Yes, we are. Let's get my partner Digimon. I'll talk to this person. I understand. I'm not going to be doing a lot of the... I'm going to just be getting the tutorial stuff you have to do out the way, but I'm going to be skipping a lot of the dialogue because it's... I can explain a lot of what's going on with the gameplay. Finally get to meet my Digimon, I can hardly wait. Oh, hey, Green Sea. Hey, what were you two doing? You're so slow. What? No, you're the one that's fast. Right, Ivy? No, my name is Kale. Don't forget it. Kale? That's your account name? That's weird. It sounds like a guy's name. Hey, it's my choice, okay? I was too lazy, so I'm still Teddy. Relatable. Alright, let's meet our Digimon. We have Munmon, the monkey with a slingshot. We have Agumon, the mascot dinosaur Digimon. And Renamon, a fox. Oh cool, here are my Digimon. Wow, I wonder who came up with this. Me too. Hey everyone, I'm Green Sea. Nice to meet you. I like fight good. Everyone good. Let's go. Hi Green Sea. Let's all do our best. Let's all aim to become world champ. Okay everyone, I'm counting on you. Let's go. Okay, I'm heading out. Alright, let's split up from here. See you later. Sorry. Just make sure that I'm still sounding alright on the capture. Seems like it's all running okay though, so I'm just gonna keep going. So this guy's our first tamer battle. Just sort of to introduce you to the gameplay of the game. Okay, so this game is an RPG that plays a lot like Pokemon. We have techniques, which are special moves. We have fight, which is our standard attack. DV, which means Digivolve. So once you unlock new forms, you'll be able to turn into them mid-battle whenever you want. But it does use up a turn to do that. You can tag out into your other Digimon. So you've got 3 Digimon. And if you have any items, you can use them. And if you can run away from a fight, which you can't from tamer battles, run is an option. So let's use Munmon's special technique, Swing Swing. Decent physical attack. Every attack in this game is divided up into physical or special. 71 damage, not bad. They get their turn, do a little bit of damage to us. I think just a regular attack should do this. So, Munmon, yeah, every attack can be split up to physical or special, just like Pokemon. There's a lot of things in this game that are similar to Pokemon, but it does its own things that I really like. In every battle you also get Bit, which is basically your currency. Yeah, I won. You're pretty good for a first timer. You have potential to be world champ someday. That's my dream. In order to do that, you should learn more about Digimon. You should visit the Digimon lab before going outside the city. Digimon lab, okay, I got it, thanks. And also, do you have a folder bag? What? What's that? I see, you would better go to the Yellow Cruiser. They'll teach you all you need to know about card battles. Now go, I'm counting on you, kid. Ho ho ho. Green Giant. Alright. So, just like you said, we're at the Digimon lab. You can talk to the people here and they'll give you general advice about Digimon techniques and like what stats to focus on training up early. But I don't need to do that. I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do. This guy will help you out later in the game when you get techniques and different Digimon. But I'll go over it whenever we get to that point. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is, after any big battles, we want to go to the inn, which is our Pokemon Center of this game, where we can heal and save. So if you want to talk to Gatomon here, cute little cat, she will heal up our Digimon for a small fee. In each town they get more and more expensive the further into the game you are. Let me just check something in a second, sorry. The robot Gardramon will let you save the game as well. Oh, whoops. So I want to check, where is it? Here. I want to check in between these blocks. Little trick here. Just keep checking multiple times and you'll find 300 bit. Some free easy money there for the start of the game. But what I want to do is to get access to the lower part of the city, we want to go through here, down this spot here. So I'm going to quickly just pop into the yellow place here, which is the yellow cruiser, so we can unlock a folder bag like the old man told us to get for the Digimon card game. This is a lot of dialogue here, basically trying to explain the rules, but I think it's easier to explain it when I get into an actual card battle. So just bear with me a moment here while I just spam through all this dialogue. They try and explain it by having like a match take place here with the kids, but I don't really think it's very it's a lot of dialogue and it's not very clear to me. It's a lot simpler than they make it seem with this entire scenario. It's a good card game and I do like it. It's a great way to break up the main action of the game, which is going to be just one big RPG fighting adventure. But the card game's a fun distraction for just, you know, building up a stronger deck of cards. And you can customize it with cards that you win from different tamers that you fight. And that's something I really like, is being able to customize based on what you win. So it kind of makes it exciting whenever you battle anyone. Oh, just move my mouse over there. Yeah, you can talk to the people here and they'll give you more tips. There's no real point fighting anyone in here though, because they all have way too strong cards. You want to fight people just outside the city for the card game, because they're a bit more on the starter level. Okay, so I want to point this out as well while I'm here. So this guy here just tells us about giving weapons to, you can give Digimon different weapons. Oh, yeah. Little tutorial dialogue right now, but as the game goes on, the character's dialogue will change up and they'll go through different little things. Not always side quests, but it's nice just like world building as events are happening with you in the game. Gonna just pop to the sewers here a moment, grab a little present box. Another 300 bit, nice. So we should have about just over 600, which is really good for me because I want to buy an item right away before I leave the town. Well, there's technically 2 things I want to buy, but I don't know if I've got the money for it just yet. Okay. Yeah, whenever you want to climb a ladder or things, or interact with things, you have to press X when you're near, when you have the little thought bubble. So I'm going to go into the shop here, Smith's shop to be exact, and I want to go to the little Gargomon here, which is like a little rabbit with machine guns for hands, because Digimon loves its weapons. Okay, got 626. How much is a bamboo spear? 150. Okay. I want to get a bamboo spear, not to equip. I could get some armor, to be fair. Might not be a bad idea. I feel like it might be a good idea for me to get some armor. I'm gonna get a piece of armor for all 3 Digimon for now, just to give us a bit more defense boost. I could give a shield to 2 out of 3 and then get, because I will get a buckler outside of the city. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's get a shield for 2 Digimon. We'll get one for Renamon, because Renamon's very frail. And we'll get one for Agumon. Yeah, sure. Still got 100 bit, but that'll do me for now. The point of the bamboo spear though is I wanted it because there's a little side quest that requires, basically we can make a fishing rod, and the bamboo spear is one of the items you need for it. But okay, let's leave the city. My thought process is I want to prioritize Agumon for a bit. The thing with this game though is I do recommend training all your Digimon up, like, pretty close to each other in level, just to help you out with any tough boss battles you may need to switch between a few Digimon. There's nothing stopping you from training just one Digimon, which is kind of how speedrunners do it. They have one Digimon they train and then they have the other two just to heal and revive with items. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to see if I can card battle yet. Yeah, let's card battle. I'll show off the card battle mechanic while I'm here. I'm hoping everything's still running okay. Just going to give it a second. I just want to stop a couple times to make sure we're all okay. Yeah, seems like we're okay. Okay. So, we haven't got any... All three folders at the minute will be the same. So, you pick a card at the start of the round that basically determines if you're going first or second. Since I drew Calomon, the little white Digimon, I get the first move. Then, if you have special cards, you go into that next phase that I've just done. Which I didn't. It's fine. And then you pick the Digimon you want to summon out. And it's basically a matchup of who has the better stats. So currently we'll still win because they only have 8 attack, and while they have 20 HP, our AP is attack power. So since we have 18 attack, they'll only have 2 HP left. They only have 8, so we'll still have 8 left. So see if they summon anything else or not. Nope. Yep, we win this round. I don't have to use extra cards, which means they go back in my deck for possible use next round. And if not, they might pop up in the round after. So as you can see, sometimes I don't need to waste extra cards. Sometimes it's better to just save cards in your hand if you don't need them. So there I drew Impmon, which means I go second. And that is a terrible hand, but we will try and make the most of it. Obviously, bigger numbers are better Digimon, but as you'll see here, for example, these ones have 0 next to the blocks. This one has 1. So what that means is each Digimon has a cost to summon it onto the field. So this Sand Yanmamon here has 1 red block. So if we don't have a red block, we won't be able to summon it. And to get the blocks, you just need to draw that colour card in your hand. So I drew a red. So because I drew him, he counts as 1 red block. So even though getting strong Digimon is great, it's also a matter of can you summon them or not with the blocks you currently have. So you do want to make sure you have some cheaper Digimon to summon as well as more expensive ones. Okay, I'm going to just use all my cards up here just to be safe. Make sure I've got more power than them. Okay, as long as I don't summon something else, I should still win the round. Nope, we win. I took all their HP off and I should have 2 HP left here. There are other cards that do different things. And if you have multiple cards of the same colour, they can give you a special boost. But I didn't need to do anything with that. So we win. Yeah, so it seems complicated, but you'll get the gist of it quite quickly. I don't want to keep talking to you. I keep talking to them by accident. Okay. I want to just quickly see. I'm sure there's an item around. I might be wrong though. So, as we walk around the park, we may or may not encounter our first Digimon battles. There's only 2 Digimon that show up here, which are... we'll see. Because we will be coming through this area a lot. Which one is it? Our first encounter is a Kunamon. Cunimon. This little bug. Let's show off Agumon and his Pepper Breath. So this is a special technique. So it uses Agumon's Spirit Stat to deal damage. So the higher our Spirit Stat, the more damage we'll deal. In addition to that, there's also, each Digimon has elemental weaknesses and strengths. So that Kunamon there, for example, doesn't have very good resistance to fire. So a fire technique like that will do a lot of damage to it. in addition to how strong our spirit stat is. We got a power charge. So the power charge is like a powerful potion in Pokemon. Basically, instead of like 20 HP like that one gives you, this one gives you 500 HP. Sounds like a lot. It's really good in the early game, but you'll find your Digimon do quickly boost up in stats, and the enemy Digimon hit really hard. So you do have to be careful of that. But yeah, the power charges are very good to have. I always recommend having plenty of healing items. In fact, if you're going to spend money on anything in the shop, aside from armor, you should definitely buy a lot of healing items as soon as possible. Because this game does get difficult quite quickly. For example, right here, we have an ambush. So, randomly when you're bump into a Digimon in the wild, they will get a attack over you. Typically, you'll get ambushed more likely if your speed is really low. So Agumon here has a really low speed stat, so it means he has less chance of avoiding attacks, as speed in this game affects how likely you are to evade attacks completely. But also, a low speed stat also means after the first turn, where everyone gets one attack, sometimes your opponent might get 2 attacks in, because your speed is too low. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot to this game, but it all sort of builds together. You'll understand it as you go along. But with that, we've got Agumon to level 2. I'm going to work on getting Renamon and Monmon up to level 2 as well. Because we want to be able to fight strong Digimon as soon as possible. If you just go straight across to where we have to go for the story, you will be defeated very easily, because the Digimon ramp up in difficulty quite quickly from area to area. There we go, we got a buckler. So I'll give that to Monmon, so he now has a bit more defense as well. Where are you? Some equipment. Buckler. I know I'm talking quite quick in this, but there's a lot to cover. I was hoping I could get the game running, because this is my favourite game of all time. It just, everything comes together, if I can just sum it up quickly. The music is super catchy. I think the visuals are, well, obviously a bit dated. I like how animated all the Digimon are. They all have nice little movements, nice little designs to them. And this game was how I was introduced to a majority of Digimon designs. So there we see Renamon's Diamond Storm, which is a really cool technique, where she shoots out little leaves that tend to ice crystals. You'll notice there as well, Cunimon only gave 6 XP, while that Kuwagamon we just fought a moment ago gave 12. So you want to pay attention to what Digimon give, what stats. Oh, okay, so this person doesn't want to fight yet. You want to pay attention to which Digimon give the best XP boosts. So fighting a lot of Cunimon isn't really worth it, because they only give 6 XP, but fighting Kuwagamons here is more likely to give us a level up. The problem is obviously the stronger Digimon give more XP, but they're also stronger and hard to beat. So Kuwagamon here, if it hits my Renamon, and we don't take it out with this one hit, will hit very hard. But thankfully, Renamon has a ridiculously good spirit stat. In fact, just while I'm training up here, I feel like it's worth me explaining why did I pick this pack? Why the powerful pack? Of all 3 packs I could have gone for, considering I said Guilmon is my favourite Digimon, of the rookies that you get in this game. The rookie being the little baby form that we're starting off with, by the way. So, the reason I picked the powerful pack and not the Maniac pack, which is the one I usually go for, is, first of all, Renamon has by far the highest damage output at this point in the game, because Renamon's spirit stat is really high compared to all the Digimon you start off with. So it takes a lot less effort to make Renamon be able to hit really hard. And a lot of Digimon in the first area don't have very high wisdom stats, which means the special attacks hit harder than the physical attacks. Like right here, you can see that didn't do a lot to Betamon here, the swing, because it was a physical move. Whereas something like my Pepper Breath or my Diamond Storm might have done more. So unfortunately, Munmon's probably going to go down here. But it's fine. I want to just try and get some damage out onto it. Because if I switch here, then Betamon might just deal a bit too much damage to my other Digimon. But yeah. So, Renamon was the first part of why I picked this pack in particular. This was also the pack I picked when I first played the game, because I figured... I knew who Agumon was at the time, because I'd watched a bit of the first series of Digimon, and I really liked his design. So, this was the one I went for him. And you know, it's called the Powerful Pack. You think power, and you're like, yeah, I want to hit hard. But I also picked this pack because Agumon is one of the best Digimon to have early on. Because quite a couple of Digimon are weak to fire. And there's not many Digimon who get techniques that are fire-based at the start of the game. And the ones that you do get tend to be physical, whereas Agumon's are special attacks, which really helps with the lower wisdom stat of a lot of Digimon. But yeah, so what I want to do right now is... I don't want to waste my healing item. I want to switch Renamon to the back of my party, because she's already level 3. Which is great, but I do want to try and get a level up on Munmon. Although he may die a few times while I'm training. Just because I don't want to waste my healing items yet. But yeah, so ideally at the start of the game you want to focus exclusively on getting your Digimon to level 5, because at level 5 we will get our first evolution. For all the rookies, they all every single Digimon will get their first evolution at level 5. Ooh, Tapermon. A little sneaky evade he got there. So as you can see there, if a Digimon evades, they just don't take any damage. And there's a lot that can go into evading from... Typically it's the speed stat though, which is surprising because Monmon's actually quite a fast Digimon. But that's alright, we'll get Agumon to finish the job here. So Tapermon is actually the weakest Digimon in the game. Like, not necessarily in damage, but just he gives the least amount of XP out of every Digimon. So it's kind of not good that we bumped into him, because 5 XP is not much. But at the very least, we do get 20-bit. So every battle in this game is worth fighting, even if it's a really weak Digimon, just to add up a bit of money, get that little bit of XP. But because we got some level ups, let's talk to Leomon here. So Leomon is one of the Digimon that runs the gym, which you'll find all around the world. And this is basically where we can train up the different stats of the Digimon. So they will naturally level up their stats in different ways, which is good, but we also want to be able to have some control in that. So for me, what I want to focus on with Agumon is a bit of a mix between spirit, attack, but what I've come here to train for now is speed, because Agumon is one of the slowest Digimon at the start of the game, if not the slowest of the rookies. So we pick a stat, and you get these random little mini-games that you have no influence over. It's basically luck on whether or not you get the stat trained, which can be annoying when you're trying to train a particular stat and your Digimon keeps failing. But it's also rewarding when you do get it to work out. So for this Renamon, I'm going to go for a bit more spirit. I want to really hit hard. Like, it might seem a bit overkill doing this, but the faster I get Renamon's spirit up now, the more impactful it'll be. But I also want to get a bit of strength. So Renamon's strength is pretty low compared to a lot of the other Digimon. But whenever you get a new Digivolution, they start off without knowing any special techniques. So having a bit of attack will help us be able to fight Digimon better in those first few levels before we learn our first technique on Renamon's evolution. But there you go. So we got those trained up. Munmon's obviously my weakest because he's just not trained up yet. He hasn't got any level ups. But basically, when we hit a level, we want to come to the gym, use up the points you get for... You get 5 points per level up, and we want to just use them to boost our stats. You can save the points, you don't have to do it at every level, but I'm very much a believer of training up as fast as possible in this game. As soon as I get a level, I start thinking about going to a gym to boost my stats, because I know how dangerous Digimon can get in this game. Yeah, we had a few fights there. So we'll talk to Gatomon, get some healing. But alright. Let's keep going. How much bit have we got actually? 187. Yeah, see, I haven't got much money to be able to go and buy weapons and things for my Digimon. There are side quests I want to go do, but the problem I've got is the 2 areas right around the city where we can do the side quests. The Digimon are a bit too strong for me, so I want to work on just training up a bit before I go attempt those side quests. I want to get close to level 5, or at least level 4 before I go attempt them. So what I'm going to do is just start going off towards where I need to go for the story, which is Seiyu City. And along the way we'll fight any Digimon that we happen to bump into. If you need to stop in an area and fight, you can just sort of run around in circles, because Digimon will just randomly show up. So running around in circles or running into a wall is my little ways to encounter Digimon quickly. Unfortunately, we're bumping into Betamon, and Betamon's pretty strong from Monmon right now. It's got a pretty decent defense stat, it's got pretty decent power as well. And it uses thunder attacks, which Monmon isn't very good against. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch out, since if you switch a Digimon out, they will still gain XP for that fight. It'll just share it with the next Digimon that comes in. So in this case, Agumon's here. But I don't know how much Pepper Breath's going to do to him, but I figure let's try. Like I said, Monmon is kind of the black sheep of the team here, because Renamon and Agumon are going to be my big damage dealers. Monmon's just not a very strong Digimon. In general, physical attackers aren't the most useful at the start of the game. Ooh. Apologies there, just had a disconnect. Everything should be running okay again. I don't know why it disconnected, but that's just not fun. Can we talk to you yet? Oh my god, will you talk? No. Okay. Just checking. I don't know why my OBS just suddenly disconnected out of nowhere. Oh, come on. Just make sure it's running okay. Luckily, we evaded the attack. Alright, I'm going to bring Agumon back in, because I need to keep Agumon going. Like I said, we'll go a bit longer on this stream because I had all the issues earlier with getting the game set up and everything. I'll change the title of this video and everything once I've done the live stream, because I wasn't sure whether or not I'd get this working, but it seems to be running okay now. I don't know what was going on with all the issues, but yeah. It might, even if it requires me having to start a live stream for a different game and then go on to this. But that gets it working, that gets it working. Or maybe it was just that opening screen that was causing all the issues, I don't know. But we're here now, we're at least able to finally play the game. Oh, I don't want to... Okay, I'm going to switch back into Agumon again. So right now, Monmon and Agumon are the ones who I need to just train up a bit more. The problem is Quagamon hits very hard. So I don't know how well Agumon's going to take this. Oh, okay, he can take one more. So I explained Renamon a little bit, that Renamon's got really good spirit, and it's decently fast, okay? So it deals big special attacks well, and it's quite fast. The thing about Renamon though, is it's a very much what Pokemon would call a glass cannon, which basically means you take hits terribly, so you take a lot of damage, but you deal a lot of damage as well. So it's a little bit risky, but it's also very powerful when you use that Digimon carefully. And Renamon has early access to some ice techniques and thunderer techniques, which will be very helpful for us in some upcoming boss battles. Agumon is also great into the first boss, because the first boss actually has a fire weakness, so I figured getting a Digimon with a fire technique would help me out. And while all 3 packs do technically have fire techniques, Agumon gets a fire technique in his first evolution form, in his first Digivolution. But yeah. And just while I'm training here, it may seem weird that some random PS1 Digimon game is like what I claim to be the best game of all time. Like, this is the game that I say is just perfect to me. Because it actually is, it's not really perfect. This game does have a lot of flaws and a lot of things that I could see annoying people or getting on people's nerves, and you know, I even have moments in this game that I get annoyed, but this game just does so much I love in a game that I can't help playing it. It just gets me in a good mood, and it makes me want to keep playing and playing and playing. Like, even right now, when all I'm doing is just fighting some little Digimon out in the field, I'm having fun just watching the little animations. And it feels satisfying, every hit, every little moment in the battle's exciting. Like, even now when I'm fighting, I didn't expect that Cunimon to evade my attack. Mon survived too. Look at that. Like, there's just something about this game that's I've never really been able to explain very well, that just hits so well. Like, it's fun to play, it's got a really good atmosphere with the music, and the graphics are nice and stylized. It's got some good music, like some good sound effects, and it's simple enough to pick up and play, which is my biggest problem with modern Digimon games. And even some of the older ones, they make the gameplay so complicated because they want to try and recreate the life simulation of the Digimon devices that you can get. But to me, they're not as fun as this game, which just plays like Pokemon, where you go from area to area, fighting different leaders, fighting some bosses, powering up your team with stronger techniques in different forms. Like, keep it simple. I prefer a game like this, where it keeps the ideas simple, and then it makes things complicated with what's added onto that. So, for example, you know, we just fight normal, like, everything, but you see, like, for example, the little black bar in the corner, like, what's that all about? The little bubbles building up, the little stars. And that basically is, as you take damage in fights, that bar will build up and up and up until it fills all the way. And when it's filled all the way, you'll get, like, a special transformation into a stronger Digimon for a short time. And you'll get to use their powerful technique for free. It's really cool, and it's this little mechanic that can really make a difference in boss fights. If you're struggling with a boss, you could potentially build that meter up and then do some big attack that can beat the boss much easier. Yeah. And like, even this, like the gym method, the gym training here, like the stats might not seem very clear at first, but once you start to understand a bit more of what the game's asking of you, it really builds on itself. Like, I really like that speed doesn't just affect evasion, it also affects the possibility of you getting 2 attacks in and your opponent not getting multiple attacks in. So it's really important to train speed up, which I'm actually going to do in a moment with Mon. And like here, like at the gym, you get 5 points, so technically I could pick to just do 1 point, but I like to go all in with my points because they give you much higher boosts if you do manage to get them. And because you get TP every single level, I don't think it's a big loss if one level I don't get any boosts and then the next level I do. Especially at the start of the game, you level up very quickly. But yeah. Yeah, we're going to keep going with speed on Agumon, because Agumon really needs some speed. The other thing with the stats as well is, as you're playing the game, you'll unlock different evolution paths based on what stats you've trained up, which I really like because it opens up the possibility of... It makes the game more customizable. So one Agumon might go into Greymon at the start, which he will, and then he might go, I don't know, let's say he goes into Stingmon, for example. Not necessarily saying that is what happens, but that could happen if your speed or attack was up enough, and that's the right Digimon form to get that one. Or maybe if you train him Dark Tolerance, he'll get Skull Greymon. There's obviously requirements and guides online to help you figure out which forms you're able to get. But it is something I really like about this game, is that you can choose yourself which forms you want to go after and work on that throughout the game. Now obviously certain forms are easier to get with different Digimon, so that's another reason why, for example, I wanted to pick Agumon, because Agumon has the easiest pathway towards Skull Greymon, which is one of my favourite Digimon designs. Because all you need for Skull Greymon is to get Greymon up to a high enough level with Dark Tolerance, and because Agumon naturally gets Greymon at level 5, you get it much earlier than some of the other Digimon would. So when considering what starter pack to pick, you should also look up which Digimon you really want to have later in the game, or earlier in the game, like which forms are really strong or Digimon you really like. Alright, I'm going to delete this old save file here for my new one. But it does seem like everything seems to be running okay. Just have a quick drink before I continue. Oh yeah, apologies again for all the technical hiccups today. I think I've got everything just about working. But yeah. Oh. Who's the really cute one in the inn? The cat. This one. This is Gatomon. This robot is Gardramon. Oh, actually, that does remind me as well. I haven't really talked about it much, but there's Digimon in... There's other things around as well, like the different rooms. Like this room, for example, you got a little Terriermon sleeping here. You got a Gabomon sleeping on the top. You can interact with it. I know you can interact with it. There you go. Moment time, moment time. And you got a little Biomon, which... even though I love the way the sprites look, I will admit, I always saw this one in the corner as like the spiky bits being teeth, and I never put together this was supposed to be Biomon sleeping. The little bird, the pink bird from the first series of Digimon. It so obviously is. But alright, what do I want to do? I've saved my game, so what I'm going to do now, I've got two areas I want to go to. I want to go to the beach and I want to go to the cave to start two different side quests off. Also help if I was a bit closer to the microphone. Like half a mile away from it. Okay. Back to Central Park, we go. So I will mention, this game does weird thing with loading, where every fight in every new area, you'll see those weird blue blocks showing up, which I know people get annoyed about because it does block the screen, but I kind of like it. It's like world building. You're like in a digital world, so it's still loading around you. But yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just saw one of the cats, Luna, just like stretching up at the window, meowing. I don't know what she was doing. But yeah. So we want to go across here. Now you want to be careful because there are some very strong Digimon in this area. So I want to try, hopefully, make it down this path without bumping into one. Yep, good. And we'll go talk to this kid. Man, Cartmon isn't coming out. And why did I lose Gabumon? Huh? Why are you kicking in the trees? Huh? Did you ask why I'm kicking the trees? To find a Cardmon, of course. Cardmon? What's that? A Digimon? Cardmon's a Digimon that drops boosters with extra cards in it. Only Divermon in the city can open the boosters. Cardmon drops boosters? Let me kick them too. Heh heh heh, you'll need tree boots to kick them. So you probably want to get the boots. Well then, I lost my Gabumon card. Will you find it? If you find it, I'll tell you how to get the boots. Gabumon card? Okay, I'll find it and come back. So, okay, let's get more information. I might have lost it in Asuka Inn. Sorry, I don't really remember. So there's your little hint for where to look for his card. We're going to go back to Asuka City to the inn. And lucky for me, I didn't bump into a Digimon. I think it's Vegemon who shows up there, which is quite a... He's a decently strong Digimon for this early in the game. So, okay, we've started that side quest. I want to also go down to the beach next. But first, we have a Cunamon to fight. I'll show off Renamon's normal attack. Now the thing about Renamon is don't let that low defense scare you off from using them, because as your Digimon levels up you will naturally gain some stat boosts. So I'd focus on the defenses a bit later. Right now your best use for Renamon is to get fast and powerful hits going in, so speed and spirit are what I would train it up in. But I would also train a bit of strength just to help out with physically attacking when you get your first form. Because like I say, you will have 5 levels where you have to use physical attacks. But yeah, and there is also an evolution path that Renamon can go down if you get some strength up. We want to be very careful on the beach, because there's a very deadly Digimon here. I'm Fisherman Tai Kong Wang. How about it? If you want to fish, you need a pole, string, and a hook. Then I'll make you a fishing pole. Okay, so we need the 3 items to make a fishing pole. So we've already actually got the pole, which is the bamboo spear. So we need something to use for string, and we need something to use for a hook. So what I'm going to do, before we go back to the city, is I'm actually going to go over to... I'm going to go try and get the items now, since I want to also train up a Digimon at the same time, before I go off to do the... before I go back to do the Cardmon quest. I know I could go do the Cardmon quest and then do this, but I kind of want to go back, get the fishing pole, get the Cardmon quest done, and then go on with the story. So I figure getting it this way around just saves me a bit of time in the long run. And you know what? It's my playthrough. I want to do it this way. I would do it this way. I hope you're all enjoying the little tunes, by the way, the music. Because, oh, this soundtrack is just so lively and fun. It's wonderful. And you do get areas like the forest here where the music does go off to just ambience. And I quite like that. It's a bit of a change of pace. Oh my god, another ambush. That's a lot. There we go. We are level 4 with Renamon. Now, while I could keep training Renamon up, I want to keep balancing my levels out for the first bit of the game. Well, in general, but just to give it away now, one of these Digimon isn't really going to be a permanent member of the team, because you can get different rookie Digimon later in the game from the other packs. So let's just say I will definitely be swapping one of these Digimon out for a Digimon I like a lot more. And I'll let you all try and figure that one out. But for now, let's talk to you. Can we do anything with you yet? Card battle! We'll fight Gamer Gal Lucy. Ooh, okay. Showed you a really important card right here. So, Divamon is our strongest monster we have in our deck, with 20 power, 15 HP. Which is great. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll just pass and win. But to summon Divamon, you need 2 blue blocks, which thankfully we just happen to draw 3 blue Digimon on our team. So blue's quite a good colour to focus on early game, because you do have that Divamon, which is the strongest Digimon you can build around at the start. I'm also quite big on brown Digimon, because they actually don't cost any blocks. But to make up for it, there's a lot more cards that can destroy dark Digimon, like special cards that have effects that can return Digimon to hand, or destroy brown Digimon specifically. I'm not very confident in this hand, but you know what, let's see what happens. 6. Let's see. Nope, I think we still win this actually, because that gets us... So since there's 3 Gaburimons, which are the same Digimon, they get a little boost of an Etamon. So that's 6 attack, extra attack, and 3 extra HP. Unfortunately, they're still not strong enough to beat us, which is great. But as you can see, certain tamers will have different themed decks. So this one was a bit more focused on trying to get 3 Gaburimons on the field at once. Yeah. So I want to go to the very next area. Do we want to go to Divamon's Lake? So this is where you'll find more aquatic Digimon. Like Betamon, for example, here, even though it uses a thunder technique, is technically a water Digimon, since it evolves into Seadramon. Lucky for us, Agumon's a pretty decently bulky Digimon. He has okay Spirit, and okay Wisdom, which is special defense, and okay Defense, which is for physical attacks, which definitely helps us out. Betamon give okay XP, but the real valuable thing is they can drop the power charge sometimes, which is nice for giving you a free healing item. Here we have Crabmon, which Crabmon hits a bit harder than Betamon does. If you have any thunder techniques, they do a lot to Crabmon since he's a water Digimon. Since I'm using a fire move, even though it did a lot of damage there, it's not as effective as some other types would be on it. It's just that Agumon has a pretty strong spirit and attack stat. Has a pretty high spirit stat for that fire technique. But yeah, don't underestimate Crabmon at the start of the game. He can hit quite hard. In fact, just in general with this game, don't underestimate any of the enemy Digimon. Because they will hit, they will surprise you with damage. And there are certain areas that I will say now, such as above the forest. I wouldn't go up past the forest just yet until you have at least one Digimon that can Digivolve. Which I'll show off why in a moment. In a little bit. But yeah. Okay, we got a bandana, which right now my priority with equipment is to give any and all equipment I get to Renamon, because Renamon's defenses are terrible, and I want to make up for it as much as possible. So yeah, we want to make sure Renamon can take a hit a bit better. So any little equipment like the bandana that we can find around, we want to equip to it. Okay, so we have a little Divamon here. Let's talk to him. The pain, there's something stuck in my throat. Please take it out. Thanks, that feels better. Oh, a red snapper was stuck. I don't need it, so you can have it later. Thanks about last time. Come over to Duel Island sometime. My friends will play card battles with you. So, okay. So now that we've done that, that's 2 of our 3 items we need for the fishing pole. But rather than going back to do that, I figure I might as well, just because I'm not far from where I need to go for the story, I'm going to just go to the next city, heal up there, and then make my way back towards the first city and find that Gabumon card. I just wanted to come and get the red snapper out of the way. Yeah, you can see the Digimon are slowly getting stronger, and we're able to start taking Digimon out a bit faster. But alright, so now I don't think there's anything. Just wanted to double check there was nothing up there. Nope. I do quite like as well that the environments here feel very real to the digital world. Like, something really cool I always loved about the Digimon show is that there'd be places that were like fields and open valleys and stuff like that, but they'd have like weird cables or like electronic equipment everywhere. So it always felt like it was this really strange world. And I feel like this game does a good job with that. Yeah, so this is Seiryu City, which is our first important city in the game. And the point of coming here is certain moments of the story won't trigger until you've done things, you've been places. So for example, I want to talk about them in a minute. For example, this guy here lets us know that Seiryu leader is training at the Protocol Ruins, and it's northwest of here. So that helps, that puts the leader where you need him to be. Because if you go to Protocol Ruins before coming here, you won't be able to initiate the little quest to be able to get him to come back to the city. So then you'll have to come back here, talk to that guy, and then he'll be at Protocol Ruins. So this just saves having to come here after this Ruins, which will be our big location we're going to go, but I'm not going there until I'm ready for the first boss fight. But yeah, let's talk to these two. Oh, why is this so much fun? This is so much fun, I'm disgusted. We're from Megami's rival company. Don't tell, but we're here to spy on Digimon Online. Alright then. Seiryu's leader is so handsome. He's so cool. Alright, cool. I think you were a card battle, right? Yeah. So right now, these tamers will just... Most of the tamers in the world will want to card battle us, which is fine, because I want to try and win some more cards. Some more booster packs to improve our deck. Is there anything really useful? Yeah. You know what? Yes, there is actually. I know what I want to do. So I'm going to use this. I'm just going to go straight for my Divamon. Because since none of my blue Digimon doesn't take up a block, this Floramon is pretty useless. This 1/1 isn't very useful. Ooh, that's tricky. So they just use the white remove to remove 2 of my white blocks, meaning I can't summon Yanmamon anymore. Well, that's fine. Good thing I got that Divamon. Okay, so far we're stronger. Let's see if they do any extra move. Ah, okay, so we need to get up to 26. So unfortunately, we're actually going to lose this round. Because... yeah, see, draws typically you will lose in this game. I'm going to use up my Goburimon now, actually, just to give us a little tiny boost. So we have the same attack, but we have more HP. But I still think we might lose, because draws are really weird in this game. Usually I tend to lose the draw. Yeah, which is ridiculous, because I still had higher stats than them, technically. I just didn't have the HP to be able to live their attack. Okay, fine. Oh, no! We're gonna lose this one. This is a terrible hand. See, if I knew from memory that they would remove my white Digimon, I would have swapped that out, but no. Well, we're not winning this, are we? I mean, I might as well use my card just to try my best here, but we can't win. It's just a draw, and they win draws, which I don't like that that's how it works. And again, I know I'm moaning about a lot of bits, but this is one of them games where I think there are things that could be improved and changed, and I'd love to see this game get a remake in the future, but the amount of love and care that was put into this game and details is just incredible. And it's a game that I can't put down when I start playing it. Like, it's just so much fun that I want to keep going with it and working on different things. But yep, let's use the inn. I want to talk to this Divemon up here, because each city is likely to have a Divemon who will open up any booster packs that you win from Tamers or that you get from Cardmon. You can also buy cards from them, but they're usually quite pricey, as you can see here. So I wouldn't really bother buying cards at the start of the game. Ooh, that's quite good, that Bakamon. Yeah, so it also tells you here how many of each card you've got. Then we got a Sealamon. Nice. Gazimon, not bad. Sandyamamon, that's good. Okay. So what I want to do, I'm going to edit my first deck here. So if you press R1, it'll show you the stats of each card. So the first thing I want to do is find all the 1-1 cards. Yeah. So I'm going to swap you 1-1 for our better cards. Because in general, 1-1 is pretty much a useless stat line to have. See, 0-3 is not bad, to be fair. I'll leave Crabmon for now, because he does give okay HP at least. Swap Floramon for another Palmon. So now we have 3 Palmons, which is great. 2-3, 12-9. Yeah, see, 1-1, I don't really want that. 1-3, 1-1, 10-9, that's great, that one. You're 2-2, okay. They're 2-1, that's 2-3, these are 1-2. I'm going to take out one of the summon Goburimons. I don't really think it's that useful. I think another Assault Armor for boosting attack would be better. I don't really like the summon ones unless they give a really good Digimon for it. We could have another Hagurumon. You know what, yeah, let's fill up an extra Hagurumon. Because if you have multiple copies of the Digimon, and you have, say, 6 Hagurumon on the field, you'll get a really big boost for that. So, yeah, I'll do that. I think we've got to summon 2 Hagurumon here. I'm going to get rid of the other summon Goburimons though, I don't think they're very useful. Because I think that Gazimon might be better to get in here. There we go. Got a little power boost in my deck. You can also change the name of your folders. And again, it's cool that like you get 3, so you can customize them. And you don't have to worry about, oh, but I've only got 1 copy of this card, so I can't put it in my other decks. Unless you put that card in all of your decks. So, say I only have 1 Bakamon, I can put that 1 Bakamon in all 3 of my decks, which is really nice. But yeah. I could have edited the other 2 decks, but I'm only going to be using the first folder for now, and I'll wait until I get a lot more cards to edit the other one. Who are you? Let's talk to you. La la la, I'm a Kiwi, the happy trainer. This is great. I feel lucky and amazing. Okay. So this first part is going to be a lot of grinding and just whacking my way up. But I'm going to try not do too many card battles and too many things. Just sort of showing off what you can do at the start of the game. Let's see. Let's pass that. Quite good. We got this Sealer one's quite nice to have. Should have a lot of HP at least, which is nice to have. We can't really do anything to interrupt their turn, so they're just going to be putting cards on the field. Sure. My worry is if they have... I'm not worried about the HP on them, I'm more worried about the attack power. I need them not to be able to go higher than 22. Oh, actually, no, that might be bad, because I'll only... Yeah, if they have enough HP... Oh no, my Hagurumon! Okay, that's bad. Yeah, I'll lose this, unfortunately. Oh, come on. That's just overkill at that point. Right. Yeah, so this is going to be he's an annoying tamer, this one. But the good thing is that they always use the same cards in every single duel. So once you know what to look out for on each tamer, you can work from there. Ooh, that's not a bad hand. Blue energy. See, right here, they're going to get rid of my blue energy, so I won't be able to use Gekomon anyway. So what I'm going to do... Since going after a high stat Digimon might not work, I'll get 6 extra boost there. I'm going to go for this. I think this is my best bet here. I just have to hope they don't have anything for a brown Digimon. So I'm going to get rid of my Gekomon, because I won't be able to use him anyway. Since they got rid of 2 blue energies. So I got 1 red Veggie, Gazimon, Hagurumon. Okay. 7, 14, yeah, so 17, 19 is pretty decent. Palmon, that's got 2 attack, 2 defense. I'm going to wait until they're about to end the turn and then I'll summon it, just in case they have anything that can stop this. Yeah, so they're going to go attack, boost. So I'm still stronger, that's fine. An extra 10 HP, that's fine. I still beat this right now. What else have they got? An extra 10 HP, okay. And now I'm going to use my Hagurumon, because that will beat me otherwise. 23, so we're still stronger. Ah, there you go. So they had one ready for that. Okay. But I still win, because I'll still have a lot of HP and they won't. They'll only have 4? Yeah, they'll have 4 and I'll still have 9. So if you have more HP, you will win. Alright. Ooh, interesting. See, blue energy again. So this is actually a great example where this trade charge is really nice to have because I can get rid of that wasteful card because I've been more useful. They seem to have something with a brown Digimon, so I don't really want to bring a brown Digimon out. 10-9 would be nice, actually. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to go for the HP boost, though. I think that might help me out in the longer run. Let's get rid of Digimon, because I can't use him now. Anyway. That's fine. Oh, and black energy. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Does that ruin everything? And green energy? Oh, they're really making sure I can't do much. Let's see. Any of them stopped? Nope. Thankfully, I had 1 extra block to summon Bakamon. They have 3 cards they can use. We are exactly the same attack and HP, which is nice. Nope, I'm going to wait a moment, see what they do. 2 and 3. Even if they boost that won't be enough. Okay, so they either have to boost HP or they have to boost attack again to win this. Right, that's what they're doing. 10 attack and 10 HP. Now if they succeed with this, they will destroy my Bakamon. So what I'm going to do is we're going to boost the HP up by 10. So it doesn't destroy it. And there we go. Yeah. That felt like a good comeback there. Whew. That was a tough fight though. I needed a lot of strategy for that one. I just happened to pick the exact card I needed in that situation. Yeah, alright then. Now I'm going to go all the way back to Asuka City. I'm going to go back to and get the Gabumon card next. Ooh, no, yeah, we'll do that. So I'm not going to be able to get the fishing line just yet because, I mean, I could try, but I'm not confident in the power of my Digimon yet, because to get the fishing line, we need to defeat Dokugumon, and it has the potential to drop a spiderweb when you defeat it, and I'm not confident enough in fighting Dokugumon with the current Digimon I've got. Like, I want to get at least one champion before then, because it's a moderately strong Digimon. Well, I do have a fire tech. Actually, you know what? I think if there's one Digimon who could do it, Agumon might be the one. No, let's do it. You know what? Let's live to the extreme. Let's have Agumon go first. Try and get a spider web. This will as well give me a bit of good XP fighting Dokugumon. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Do I want to do another card battle? I'll do one more card battle for this part. I'll do one more card battle, yeah. Water animal folder, okay. I go first, right? Okay. I know who I want to get. Let's do this nice and early. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go for... You know what? I don't need any more attack power. I don't think I really need that Guburimon. Yeah, I'll swap out Guburimon. I don't think that's actually as useful. No! Oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh, that sucks. No! My entire plan now is wasted. Okay, we are not. That is not good. 17. Let's see. Because I can give 10 HP, but it's not worth it. 10 HP puts me up 24. 64, 8. I think I'll lose by 1. Because I'll have 24, they'll hit 8. So I'll have 8 HP left. My 8 attack on their 17 puts them at 9. And I'll lose by 1. 1! That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to waste my HP boost. I'm going to just get rid of that. That was unlucky. I did not know that they subtracted blue energy. I got greedy. Okay. Please don't do a blue energy again. Yeah, good. See, sometimes going first is actually worse than going second. Because if I went second, I would have been able to see what they were going for. Wow, I think I lose anyway. Yeah, I lose. I just lose this. Wow. Alright, so this tamer I've got to be more careful with. I'll come back when I've got better cards. Fine. Oh, I accidentally spoke to him again. You know what? Fine, rematch. Now I know what he will go for first. This time I'm ready. Let's grab. Oh, but I forgot what number his other one is. Okay. What can I do here? I mean, I guess I should just go for my strongest stat one, which would be 10, 9, 12, 9. 12, 9, that's the best one I've got. And we'll get rid of Gekomon, because we can't use it anyway. Okay. Are we stronger? Yes, we are. Good. This time, we will not lose. Makes it. I really like the card game because it's just a really fun mini game. Like this itself would make a game, but they actually put this inside of a Digimon game as well. Yeah, I don't have any special things there. I'm probably not going to win this round because this is not a very good hand, to be honest. We'll see where we go. Yeah, see, that's not even close to being enough. And even if I use the attack boost, it's not going to win. So I might as well save the attack boost. And I'm not too fussed about keeping any of these other cards for the next round. Okay, that's fine. Last round. I'm getting Calomon every single time, though. Okay, I can work with that. That's actually not atrocious. As long as they don't get rid of my Hagurumon, I can do something. Blue remove, that's fine. I'm not using a blue Digimon anyway. Another blue remove? Wow, they really don't want me to have my blue Digimon. That's fine. 10, 12, 14, 11. Okay. First thing I want to do is we're going to bring both Hagurumons out. That should force them to do something. So they've got Gomamon, which normally this would be really bad. In fact, I don't know if I'll be able to take a hit from this because I don't know how this is going to go. This is going to be interesting. So they'll gain 9, which puts them at 27. 6, which is 22. I mean, I can't do anything anyway, so this is now just down to where this goes. But the nice thing is you keep any boosts to your attack that you gain. What do they get? Ooh, I think I... Wait, yes, I win by 2. I had just enough HP to win this. That attack boost came in clutch in the end. Also, apologies for the background noise. Next door doing something. You can hear. Right. Right, we're in this little area here is where we can find Dokugumon. Sorry. Like I say, if you want to find Digimon, running around in circles can help. So we've got a little Dokugumon here. Well, not so little in this game, they're quite big actually. I'm hoping that Pepper Breath will do a lot because it is an insect Digimon. And insect Digimon typically are weak to wind and fire. Yep, just like that. That's what we need. And they also give pretty decent XP to be fair. 21 XP. Didn't get a spider web, but that's fine. So I know this first part is very grind heavy, but to be honest, this game you really want to work on boosting your levels up as fast as possible, because it does jump up in difficulty. But that's kind of something I like. I like that this game rewards strategizing for each boss fight. You can't just run through this game without thinking. You do have to plan ahead. So for example, my strategy for the first boss is going to be train Agumon's level 5 to get Greymon, and then get Greymon's technique to be able to do some good special damage. And I'm actually going to work on his spirit, I think, for a couple levels. Like, I think for the next couple levels, I'm going to just try and work on his spirit stat. They should do it. I haven't mentioned it yet, but for special techniques, you do also need enough MP to use them. But most Digimon will be fine at the start of the game. Kumamon, which was in the Maniac pack, has a big issue where you really need to train his spirit and wisdom to get more MP built up. Because otherwise, he just can't use his techniques much. And I think even towards later in the game, I'd recommend training any stats that give MP boosts, like Fire Tolerance, for example. Which I can't train right now, but later on in the game, you'll unlock you'll find different gyms, and they'll start to give you more and more stat boosts. I think the leader badges also affect which stats you can boost as well. But yeah. Also, it goes without saying, but I love the battle music in this game. It's another reason why the grinding never gets tedious for me, because I really love just how funky disco style the music is. In fact, I will say, I think without the music, this game might not be my all-time favorite game, but I think the soundtrack is just that good. It just keeps me playing over and over. But to be fair, oh, we got the spiderweb, yes! To be fair, I do like the game as a game. Like, I will pick up and play this happily. But yeah. So now with our spiderweb, we can go make the fishing rod. I'm just going to switch around my Digimon because Agumon just got a lot of XP there. So I want to work on Renamon next. Then we'll work on Munmon, and then we'll work on Agumon last, because he's kind of this... Agumon's very powerful at the start. And I want to get Renamon trained up as soon as possible, because... Not for the first boss fight, but for the second boss, Ice is really good. And Renamon will get an Ice technique. I think it's level 15, you need Cubimon, which is Renamon's first evolution to be at. So Renamon will need a lot of training towards that. Poor Munmon here. I'm going to try use them as best as I can, but they're really just decently good at physical attacks, decently fast. The big thing is that they're quite fast, but even though speed is great to have, I don't think it's as important until... I'd say until the end of this first section of the game. Because each part, there's 4 different areas, so this is the east sector of the game. And at the end of the east sector, we have a really difficult boss fight that's quite fast. So you want to have some decent speed for that. But right now, speed isn't as valuable as the other stats. I'm still training speed, of course, because you don't want to have a super low speed stat for the boss fights coming up. But just as long as you've got enough speed where you're outspeeding decent Digimon, you'll be alright. It's hard to explain, but you'll get a feel as you play. Yeah. I should also mention that, obviously I live in the UK, so this is Digimon World 2003. Where there's some differences to the American copy, which would be Digimon World 3. But in general, the American copy is kind of the butchered version, because they don't get the post-game like the UK version does. And there's an item that is the best item in the game called the Counter Crest, which basically if you take damage and you have this accessory equipped, in the UK version it's random whether or not you'll do a counter attack of that damage you took. But in the American version, you always do the counter-attack, so it kind of makes the game too easy in that version, since you can just put a counter crest on all your Digimon and just make them take as much damage as possible. Whereas in this version, you actually have to still think about ways to beat bosses and things, because if you don't, then your Digimon will just fall apart. You won't always be able to. You can't always rely on the counter crest, but it's still you want to have the counter crest on every Digimon. But in this version, you do actually need to put some more thought into the game than just counter crest everything. It definitely will save your life though and beat some powerful bosses. It's more balanced in this version because you do need to think about like stats and things a bit more. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to train a bit of damage on Mon because he's not doing as much damage as I'd like. Nice. Yeah, I mean, Mon's cute, don't get me wrong. He is a cute little green monkey, which is great, but definitely my least favourite member of the powerful pack out of the three. Again, not that he's not cute, he's just not... I don't think he's really anything spectacular. Yeah. I'm going to train Agumon in attack for a minute as well, because I'm getting close to being able to get my first form, and I want to be able to hit hard in that first form. And then I'm going to work on Spirit. Once I've done this, I'm going to train Spirit exclusively on Agumon for the next couple levels. Yeah, see there, that's good. We've got some stats that are in the hundreds, which is nice. I do always recommend just train as many stats as you can as early as you can, because you'll feel the difference quickly when you see your Digimon start to be able to take hits or deal hits easier. I wouldn't worry too hard about defensive stats though at the start of the game. They come in more later on, because right now your best way to train your defenses up is just buying equipment or just leveling up naturally. Do make sure that if you Digimon like Renamon, you do have some equipment. Okay, there you go. I got the Gabumon card. Actually, what are my stats? Like, do I need to heal? You know what? I'm gonna heal because I know what would happen if I didn't heal. I'll happen to bump into a really strong Digimon and it'll make everything fall apart. Because I do need to go back to the Plug Cape to give the Gabumon card. And then I need to go to Shell Beach to get our fishing rod, now that we have all 3 items for that. I also want to go and buy an item, which will use up all of our money, but it will be very worthwhile. And it's the most important item in the game, aside from the counter crest. So we're going to talk to Wizardmon, who's in charge of the actual item shop. And we are going to buy, because we have 500 bit, we're going to buy 1 life disc. So if you've played Pokemon and you know what the revive is, basically it returns Pokemon back to life with half its HP. This is a super powerful version of that. Basically, the life disc restores a Digimon's HP back when it's dead. Completely. Regardless of how much HP that Digimon has, it will be full. But that's not all. The life disc, you can use... 1 life disc will revive every single Digimon in the party that is knocked out, aside from the one using it, because obviously you can't use items if you fainted. So, if you're on a really tough boss fight, and you've only got your 1 Digimon left, it is a lifesaver, which is why I've got one now, just in case. And if you remember, every time you win a fight, the Digimon who gain the stats are the ones who participated in the fight. But if they're fainted, they're not going to gain any XP. So you could theoretically switch around all your Digimon in a boss fight, have 2 of them knocked out, have 1 left, life disc, finish them off with that Digimon, and your other 2 will still gain all the XP as well, which can really cut down some of the grind time. Oh no, okay, please don't be anything scary, don't be anything scary, please don't be scary, don't be scary, don't be scary, don't be scary. That's good. I get really nervous on Shell Beach because there's a Digimon called Shellmon, which is just stupidly strong for this early in the game, that can show up potentially and just cause you a game over if you can't run away from it. Thankfully we bumped into Betamon, because we're on the grassy part, but once we touch the sand, we have to hope to God we don't bump into Shalmon. But there we go. So Betamon's down. Still not getting any power charges from Betamon. But that's alright, we just need to talk to you, old man. Oh my god. No, no. Bamboo spear, spider web, red snapper. Wait a moment, I'll make you a fishing rod. I think I made the best fishing pole ever. Of course, it's only a matter of opinion. Use this fishing pole I made and you'll catch big fishes. Good luck catching the big fishes. The big fishes. Okay, here you go, boy. That is a weird typo. Huh? Thanks, Pops. Yeah, I got the fishing pole. Ho, 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 ho. Well, good luck. So the point of the fishing pole is, you know how the boy was talking about the tree boots, that kicking trees can get you cardamom. Well, you can also get cardamom by fishing. You have a chance of finding a cardamom, which will, if defeated, drop cards, drop booster packs. So that's two different ways you can get more cards. In general, I'd say the tree boots are easier if your Digimon aren't very good against water Digimon. But if you have any thunder techniques, fishing's a really good option for getting cardamom, because your thunder techniques can deal a lot to it. It's not perfect though, because cardamom have quite high defenses. But yeah, I also would recommend getting the fishing pole regardless, because if you have a thunder technique, it's a really good way to level up your Digimon that has a thunder technique. Oh, Vegemon. Okay, let's see how this goes. Vegemon hits pretty hard and is pretty fast, so I gotta be careful here. I'm hoping Diamond Storm is enough to deal with this though. Because I don't think they're very good against ice. I think they take a lot of damage from ice, but we shall see. And Renamon is in a unique case of getting an ice technique very early on. Yes. Nice. Okay. That's a Gabumon card. You really found it. Thanks. Okay, I'll tell you about the tree boots now. You can get it if you become friends with Vmon, but Vmon's unpredictable, so it's hard to find. To find out about Vmon, go where people meet. I'm sure someone there can help you there. So, a very vague hint this time. Where do people meet? Well, although I didn't show it off just yet, there is a place in Asuka City called Lamb Chop, which is like a little, it's like a little bar place where people like to come and meet. And one of the people there literally say, this is a place where people come to meet, or people come to gather, something like that. So, you kind of have to use a lot of context clues and just try and just to find your way around some of these weird cryptic hints. But I don't mind that a game doesn't tell me exactly where to go. It gives me a little hint. Where people meet? Well, I mean, I'm near a city, so I'll go there, I'll look around. So you want to come to Lamb Chop, and you want to talk to the waitress Debbie. Hey listen, I saw Vmon the other day. He was looking for something at Wind Prairie. I wonder if Vmon is still at Wind Prairie. I wonder if he'll play with me next time I see him. Alright. So yeah, basically that's your little hint towards where to go. So we want to go all the way to Wind Prairie to go meet to go meet Vmon. And if we help Vmon out, he will give us the tree boots. Which is a bit more tedious than getting the fishing pole, unless you get unlucky with the spiderweb drops from for the fishing pole. But yeah. Like I said, I'll go a bit longer on this first stream because I want to make a bit of progress in the game, and it took a while to get set up because I was having a lot of technical issues at the start at the start of today with the stream. Though thankfully it seems like everything's running smoothly. So I don't know what all of that was about. Down goes Cunimon. $120, not bad, not bad. Alright, let's keep going. So, my goals for this part are, I want to get past the first boss, at the very least. That is my, like, at minimum, we want to beat the first boss of the game. At best, I want to try and see... You know what? Oh, actually, I don't think we fought this person yet over here. We should be able to now. Let's have I'll do another card battle, because I want to see if I can fight this person yet, which I can. So, yeah, Vermin follow, okay. But yeah, at least the first boss, but I would like to fight a couple more bosses if I can. Depends what level my Digimon are at before I continue. Do I want to swap? I don't think I want to swap. I'm going to leave it for now. You can use program cards in the first or second phase of the fight, so I'm going to save it for now and see if we need it later. I don't think we even need it though, honestly. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm going to save it. I think it'd be better to save a card like as good as that. Like, so this is one of the first tamers, so they're not going to be very strong. But that's fine because that gives us the booster packs. Could still give us some good cards, as you've seen. Ew, that's not actually. That's a pretty nice hand. We got lucky in this duel. I mean, unless they have some crazy card this time. But 3 Hagurumon's great. And as I'll show that here, if you have more than 6 Digimon at a time, it'll force you to replace one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace the Gomamon. Just to get the extra little boost. This was a bit overkill, but you know what? After the last few duels I've had, I'm glad to just have a nice, easy breeze like this. There we go. Nice clean sweep. Got booster 03. Now obviously I don't know enough about like the different booster packs to know if there's specific card drops that they can give you, but my best advice with the card game mechanic is just duel a lot at the start of the game and just try and unlock as many cards as possible to boost your deck up. Like I say, I really like the card mechanic, the card game, because it's just a fun little mini game inside of the game. It mixes up the combat as well. If you're kind of getting tired of fighting all the time, you can take a break, do some card battles. But yeah. Although unfortunately, if you're getting tired of fighting in this game, it might not be the game for you, because this is a game that is almost exclusively fighting. And you know what? I love the combat, so it's all good by me. Trying to bump into as many Quagamons as possible, because they're pretty decent quick XP. Should be nearly at our first forms. It's usually near 200 experience, around that threshold for the first form, because every Digimon has a certain number of XP where when they hit that number they will level up. So just because one Digimon takes longer to level up doesn't mean the other one will. So for example, Renamon here might get its form faster than Agumon, because Agumon has quite a slow level up rate. But that doesn't mean that Agumon's weaker by any means. It just means he takes a bit longer for the rookie form specifically to level up. Oh, there we go, we got Cubimon. Now immediately there's something I want to do. We want to go to status, and this is something I wish the game told you without a wall of text, because this is the most important thing for me. So go to status, pick the Digimon you just got the form in, see Digivolve, and click Battle Digivolve on. And what that means is, whenever we go into fights now as Renamon, we will automatically start off as Cubimon, which will help out a lot with giving us that strong... because the evolution forms have higher stats than the rookie, so naturally I'd want to, even though it doesn't have a technique yet. It just saves you having to click Digivolve in every fight. So instead of having to start a fight as Agumon here, go down to Digivolve and click, say, Greymon, it'll just do it automatically, as long as I have that setting. We can only pick one Digimon to start a fight as, so you want to pick carefully with which one you want for each fight. And as you'll see later in the game, you'll be customizing a lot with different Digivolve forms, depending on which part of the game you're at and which techniques you need. Because something I haven't talked about yet is, so certain techniques you can pass down so the other forms can use them, even if they don't learn that move. So for example, let's say Renamon learns a move like Electro Bolt, which is like a special electric move. And let's say you happen to unlock Stingmon. Now Stingmon can't ever learn Electro Bolt leveling up, but because I have an evolution form on Renamon who has loaded that technique, which you do in one of the cities with Piximon, and I'll show that off later, all of Renamon's forms, except for Renamon itself, will be able to use that technique. Because the rookies only get their rookie technique, like, you know, like Pepper Breath and Diamond Storm. It'll make sense when I get to a point where I can show that. But yeah. So we wanted to go to Wind Prairie. Where is he? We've got to fight first of all. Yanmamon! We're not here for you, we are here for a Vmon. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to bear in mind I don't take Yanmamon out in one hit. That probably tells me Agumon needs some spirit training, some training in spirit. So actually, what I'm gonna do after this is go back to the first area, go to the gym, and then make my way back. So by the time I've done that, I'll have I should have everyone a Digivolved form. So it's good that I'm doing these side quests because it's giving me a chance to train up. Hello, Vmon. You want to play? Then what should we play? Whoa, Vmon, I want the tree boots. Tree boots? Oh, the boots for kicking trees. Yeah, sure, but only if you play with me. Sure thing, what are we gonna play? I'll go hide in the kicking forest and you have to find me. If you can find me, I'll give you the tree boots. You'll lose if you leave the forest without finding me. And if you leave the kicking forest, I'm gonna go home to eat. Okay, I'm gonna find you. Hehehe, won't be that easy. Count to 10 and come to the forest. Okay, counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was that too fast? Oh well, okay, let's go find him. Alright, we're in Kicking Forest now. Just gotta find the Vmon. If you leave, it will mess up the side quest, so make sure you do find him. Okay, I'm gonna find Vmon and get the tree boots. I have to be careful not to go outside of Kicking Forest. So I know where he is. He's actually really close to us, behind one of these trees. But I want to show something off before then. Before I come back and get him. I'm gonna just quickly go find what is it's basically a fake out. Which is funny, but yeah. He's not very obvious, is the thing. You just sort of have to know where he is from trial and error. Just clicking X everywhere. Like, he's hiding behind a tree. But obviously with so many trees, it's which one is he behind. But yeah. We should be alright fighting Vegemon as Agumon, because fire beats grass. It's not always like this, but in general, if you think about the types in this game like Digimon, like Pokemon, they do tend to have the similar weaknesses. So, fire techniques tend to be plant Digimon, for example. But again, it's not always like that, so try it out, and if it doesn't, then it's probably something else. But yeah. So we're now going to do that. I wanted that order specifically because I want to make sure Greymon gets leveled up first before I train up Cubimon. Just for this next boss, and then I'll work on Cubimon as soon as I hit level 5. But I figure I might as well get all 3 trained. I want to train up all 3 Digimon for now, because I like having the backup, like everyone able to fight on equal terms. Alright, I know where I want to go. Oh, okay. A little choppy. So I want to go over here, I think it is. Oops, you found me! Not really, it's just an Agumon. Hehehe, sorry, I'm Agumon. Vemon's hiding somewhere else. Hehe, sorry, can you find Vemon? Good luck. Just a sort of little fake out there. I don't know if there's any others around this forest. I haven't actually tried it because you. But yeah, I just want to show that off before I go get the Vemon. Ooh, it's Woodmon. Okay, I'm gonna just do normal attack, see how much it does, and if it doesn't do much, I'll do swing. With Mon. Oh, hi Ian. Little cat Ian. What? Okay. I'll finish him off with the swing. Yeah, Munmon's definitely the weakest of the 3 here. The good thing though is he does level up quite quick. And he has very good speed at the very least. So he's not useless. I just don't find him as interesting as the other 2 options at the start of the game. But yeah, Woodmon's a good Digimon to train on if you can beat it easily, because 25 XP is not bad at all. In fact, Kicking Forest is quite a nice place to train up. If you're able to beat Digimon quite well. Oops, you found me. But yeah, that's where Vemon is. It's just behind that plant there. Oops, you found me. Okay, I'll give you the tree boots like I promised. He takes us back to Wind Prairie. Should probably save as well, just to be safe after this. Hey, you're alright, I'm a bit impressed. Here, take the tree boots. Cool, thanks, Vemon. Yeah, I got the tree boots. Good luck for you. Okay, I'm going home. To eat. Let's play again sometime. Later. Alright, so we now have tree boots, meaning we can kick trees. I did not kick that tree, I just ran into it. And when you kick trees, you have a chance of finding Cardmon or Digimon. Actually, I'm just thinking now, should I really go after Cardmon? I'll try a Cardmon, let's see what happens. What's the worst that happens? I get game over, I have to restart all this again. Nah, I'll go heal and save. I don't trust myself to not accidentally lose. Okay, good. Good job, Mon. 16. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the city. We're gonna heal up, save, and then I want to check out. I think I got a booster pack. Did I beat this guy? I don't think I beat this guy. Did I beat this guy? I don't know. Yeah, let's do another card battle first. Like I say, I know this first part is a lot of card battles, but just kind of want to get some better cards early on. Ooh, white remove. Okay, that's rude. Does that mean I can't summon? Yep, I can't summon Yanmamon. That's annoying. We are not winning this round. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna cut my losses and just go on to the next round. I'd rather keep the attack boosts because there was nothing I could do here. I don't think the 8 would have helped anyway. I think I just drew a terrible hand. I kind of want him to draw... I need to draw some good cards. Those are not the cards, although there's 2 okay ones there at least. No. Okay, good. Not stopping me from anything. 9, 18, 20, 22, 24... 28 is not bad, to be fair. 27, 28. That's actually not a bad amount. Oh, okay. I expected something else. That actually is really good for me. Although I did just use up, like, a lot of cards here. Let's hope my next hand goes better. Not that good. I mean, to be fair, you're not bad. You're terrible. You're not good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're terrible. So I got 3 good cards and 3 terrible ones. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Not bad. Let's hope they don't have any big things. 29. Okay, I still win. And even if they go HP, I still beat that. Nope. Good. We are all good for this. That Bakamon is really helping me out with that 10 and 9. Woo! We win! We got Booster 3A. Oh man, I lost. Let's fight again. Alright, so I'm gonna heal, save, go to, make my way all the way back to... Do I want to go back to Asuka? What was I gonna go? Oh, I was gonna go to the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna make my way back, and we're gonna try the first boss of the game. Who? You know what? Yeah. Let's. Yeah, I think that's a fair deal. I only need to get Agumon's. I need to get Greymon's first technique, but I do want to still keep training Munmon on the way back. Ooh, now that's a good card. 16. That's an amazing monster. Dokugumon's pretty good. You're okay. That's pretty good. Alright. Vmon, pretty okay. Sealamon, amazing. Dokugumon, amazing. Another Yanmamon, that's pretty good. Gakumon's pretty decent. Hakatorymon's pretty good too. Palmon's okay. Not very good, but we have multiple of them. Dokugumon's great. Yeah, Biomon's not that good. You're pretty good. You're not that good. You're great though. 4A. Whoa, they're good cards. Ikakumon, amazing. Tankmon is incredible. I am a big brown Digimon fan in this game. I think they are superb. Because they have no cost. Alright. 2 and 1. Alright, I'm going to swap some of these out for some of my stronger Digimon for now. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. 2 and 3. Any 2/2s I'm going to get rid of as well. I think instead of Patamon... I mean, Patamon has more... No, yeah, instead of Patamon, I'm going to do all these Yanmamons. Because I think that's a pretty good thing to have. Is 3 Yanmamons is pretty nice. No, 4 Yanmamons, that's even better. 4 of them is great to have. We need some more blue Digimon though. Definitely. Palmon, Tentomon's at 2, 3, or... I think actually 4 Palmons is better than that. We don't need any of them. I want Ikakumon, definitely. I'm also going to get rid of Gaburimons. I don't think they're very useful, even at 3. Sealamon. Geckomon. Geckomon. So we have what? We have 4 Yanmamons, 2 Sealamons, 3 Geckomon, 2 Gomamons, which isn't as good, but that's fine because these are blue without cost. 3 greens, that's nice. Okay. What are you? 2, 3? Okay. 3, 3, that's alright. I think I want to get rid of the 2s. I'm going to get rid of 1 Hagurumon. I don't think we need that many Hagurumons. Oh, hold on, we have 3... Okay, you know what? I'm going to get rid of all the Hagurumons. I think 3 Dokugumons is way better. We've got some really good cards now. We don't need the Hagurumon stuff anymore. Gabumon as well? Awesome. Okay. 2 and 3, yeah, no. Tentomon, 2, 3. Red Vegemon, Akatorimon, Sand Yanmamon, Vmon. Yeah, that's at least 4 cards that are better. Oh, I want the Cyclomon and the Tankmon. They're amazing cards to have. 2 and 4's not bad. 3, 3's okay. No? Okay, so we're done with the green, blue, and that. I need red Vegemon. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of 1 attack power for Akatorimon. Yeah. What are you? You're 2 and 3. Okay. See, this is where I start wondering if I need type decks or not. So, how many Tentomons do I have? I don't have any Tentomons, actually. I have 3 Palmons, which is nice. To be fair, you know what? I have 3 Geckomon, 4 Yanmamon, 3 Sand Yanmamon. I don't think I need all the Palmons, after all. I could have 4 Palmons, though. That's not bad. But then again, 2... No, because I don't really like the drawing, chance to draw it. Swap you out. I'm just going to keep going for this for now. Definitely Tankmon, though. Tankmon's superb. That's like 3 really strong brown cards. 2 and 4 is still better than 3 and 3. How many are left? Vmon I want. I think just Vmon now, right? I think that's... Yeah, I think that's good. Just checking the stats. Definitely not white. Or blue, or green. Red, meh. Blacks, okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that is the best version of the deck I can make right now. We've got some nice potential cards here. Ooh, I do want another Palmon though. Actually, I might take out the Gazimon for another Palmon. No, you know what? I'm going to take 1 Gomamon out. And the reason we're... Actually, no. Do I want that or do I want the Tentomon gone? What are you? 4-3's better. 2-2's okay. I'm going to get rid of the... I know 2-2 doesn't seem that... No, we'll keep that. We'll keep that for now. That'll be fun. Okay. I don't really have a name for it, but I'll leave it. Okay. I don't want to lose all my save data, so what I want to do now... Everyone's healed up all the way? Yep. 300 odd bit. So I definitely need to get some more money to start being able to buy better equipment. For now... I'm going to save, because I don't want to lose all that progress I've made. Definitely not. So let's save. we go. 455. It's nice when you see the progress we made in the save screen. Yeah, so that was Piximon in that room with the Guardramon, but I can't do anything with Piximon just yet, so we'll come back to him in the future. What I want to do now, though, is I want to train up. Well, also, I want to go to the gym for my rookies. I'm going to train Agumon and Spirit. Renamon, I think I'm going to go a little bit more attack, just so that we have... Ooh, attack or Spirit. Actually, I could do Spirit and get like... No, I'll go Speed, actually, for Renamon. Get a bit more speed there. Because I think I've got enough attack for now. I don't know what's training with Mon. Probably just speed or attack. Whoops. Oh, come on. Of course he evaded. Lucky for me, I got a second attack. Because of that high speed. Yeah, see, I don't want to waste too much MP. Also, you'll only ever get 2 attacks in a row. Same for the enemies. So you don't have to worry about, like, 10 attacks in a row, something like that. Like, 3 attacks in a row. But there are attacks that can hit multiple times in one turn. So that's really important to remember. And those techniques tend to be some of the best in the game. Yeah, 105. Still not dropped a power charge yet. I'm surprised. But okay, let's keep going. Currently, right now, we don't want to fish because the Digimon will be way too strong for us to fight. So that's why I haven't bothered using my fishing rod. I just wanted the fishing rod for the future. So I'm going to go back to the gym, train, make my way back here, heal and save, and then we're going to work our way up there. Obviously, Agumon doesn't yet have, needs 5 levels in his evolution to get a fire technique, so I do just have to bear that in mind. Let's go swing, swing. Swing, swing! Cute little monkey! Down he goes. Yeah, the only thing we're doing this way round is we're not going to get a lot of XP from these Quagamons now. So Quagamon's great for the first couple levels, but now we're at level 4. It's really slow XP. So that's why I'm going to start making my way towards the next story area. Like, I'm probably being overly nervous about the first boss, but, you know, I have wiped quite a few times to him, so I just want to be really careful. This is a game where I think being cautious is better than rushing into any of the boss fights. This first boss is technically optional, but I always do it anyway because it's about the easiest boss fight in the game. Still tough though, because like all the bosses in this game are tough. Even the ones that have really big weaknesses to exploit are still very difficult. There you are, Leomon. Talk to me. Yes, I want to work out. So we can't do it with you, but we can with you and you. What I want to do here is I'm going to work on just a little bit of spirit training on Agumon for now. Because I want to make that fire technique here as strong as I can for this first boss. That'll do. That's fine to leave it at that. Renamon, I'm going to train speed. So Renamon could do a bit more speed training. No, come on. Do better than that, Renamon. There you go. $94. Okay, that's better at least. Second fastest of my group. Now I'm gonna go back. Oh, I might actually check my money and see if I have enough to buy some more equipment for everyone. I wouldn't mind getting myself equipped up for the next fight. Like, this is the thing, is I know I'm taking my time with this first part of the game, but you really do need all that you can get for you really do want to be ready for the first fight. 393. Nah, I'll leave it because I don't think I've got enough money yet for it. Oh, actually, what about card one? Okay, not there. So I haven't shown this off yet, but if you press X at a tree with a clicking boots, you can kick a tree. The radar purple means there's nowhere, you're not near any Digimon showing up. So I want to run to a different tree, kick it, nothing there, nothing there. Green means we're a bit closer. Let's see, is this the tree? Yes it is, there's a Cardmon. The Cardmon are a really awkward Digimon because they have pretty well balanced stats and no elemental weakness. They resist basically everything, so your best bet is to just hit them with your strongest attack. The problem is, when they attack you, not only do they hit pretty hard, but they have a chance to curse your stats, which weakens your stat. And I don't know the exact way to get rid of the curse, because it lasts even after the battle. But yeah, oh, Cardmon. Real pain in a Digimon butt you are. Fine. I'll use Greymon then. Let's show off our new evolution, Greymon. In the flesh. Let's see if this is enough to finish him off. Yep. There you go, 110 damage. Nice. Now you notice that Greymon leveled up separate to Agumon here. So each evolution has their own level up table. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the city after all. How much money do I get from that? I got a bit. Yeah, a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the city, heal, and I'm gonna try and buy some items. See if I can get some equipment. I know I've got that booster pack, but well, I could go check it. You know what? Yeah, it doesn't hurt to go check what cards I just won from that Cardmon fight. Or no, you know what? I think it's more satisfying if we just open them all up together. If I just leave the pack and then later on I open a bunch of packs together. At the very least, I want to end the stream with either, if I don't get further than it, at least beating the first boss. Let's have a look. I want to know who can equip what. Nothing. They're all just attack, which doesn't really help. That lowers defense. Why would you ever want something to lower defense? I could get 2 daggers, but I don't think it's really worth doing it. It's only a small boost anyway. I could get 2 bandanas for everyone. Or ribbons. Slight boost up. The hide helmet helps everyone, actually. You know what? Yeah, let's get 3 helmets for everyone. Sure. Let's do that. Now, I could sell the... not the accessory. I could sell the bandana, because I don't have it equipped and I don't need it equipped anymore. So that's our headgear. The best headgear of this shop equipped. We've got them equipped, so we don't need mail. We've got shields. Okay, so it's just, I could get a weapon if I want. Not a bad idea. I know Renamon and Agumon will get a weapon very soon, to be fair. Yeah, I guess the cheapest thing I could get is the dagger. I do have a bamboo spear as well, to be fair. I don't like equipping... I don't necessarily love equipping spears. I know what I want to do with that one and that one. Monmon's the one I'm not sure on. I think I'll go... I'll get a dagger for now, and I'll equip it to Monmon. I feel like Munmon's the one who's sort of doing the least amount of damage right now. And now that I've used it for the fishing pole, you do get to keep your bamboo spear. So I will equip that to Renamon, just so we have a weapon. So that's 2 of my Digimon fully equipped. Agumon doesn't have a weapon yet, but that's fine for the time being. It at least gives us something to start us off with. So my goal right now is I need to get Munmon his evolution, and then train up Agumons for 3 more levels. That feels pretty reasonable. Let's go. I think we've got enough armor and a decent enough team to be able to beat this first boss. Renamon will need priority though, once they've beat this boss, because I really want to get Renamon's form up. Oh, okay. Cardmon's okay to train on, but I don't think it's the best option of what I've got to fight. I want something that's easy for my Digimon to beat, but still gives good XP, and I think the best one right now would be probably Dokugumon. So I'm going to make my way up to the spider area and train on some Dokugumons while I make my way towards the next part. Ooh, we got Hookmon! We got Munmon's evolution. So we have no reason now to use Munmon. Well, we do, but, you know, I don't need to use the Rocky now. I've got Hookmon. So you'll see, it's like, it gives a pretty significant boost in stats. I don't think there's any stat that Munmon's better in than Hookmon. So yeah, I do want to switch them around though, because now I'm going to put Agumon, then Renamon, and then Munmon we will train at some point, but it's not my big priority right now to train on. Munmon's techniques are just decent physical attacks that for now they're not super important, we'll just work on it as we go. But at the very least we do have a Munmon trained up. I know I could have gone to the gym there with Munmon, but I'll do more gym work in the future. Right now I want to just get on with some of the... I want to try and get the first boss beat. Like I said, this has been a longer stream because it's been a bit of a... working out the issues today with the recording equipment. Which I still don't know what's caused it. I don't know what I've done that's made it work. But... regardless, it's at least running okay. As far as I know, there hasn't been any issues with anything. In the, yeah, there hasn't been anything with the recording. Yeah, this is good though. Greymon's actually beaten them pretty quickly. I still need strong enough Digimon to get us levels, like, because it will take a few fights to get leveling up, but it's fine. Like I say, these forest areas are not really going to be the big thing for it. I feel confident that we can do this. Oh, we got ambushed by Cunimon of all things. I guess this is a good time to show that in an ambush, if you get ambushed, you'll return back to your Rocky form. And if you want to Digivolve, you need to choose it from the menu, which will use up my turn, unfortunately. But you really don't, like, if you need the XP on a certain form, you need to fight in that form, or else you won't get the XP. There we go, got Doraemon. Oh, look at me, we get another turn. Oh, this Cunimon's being sassy. This little worm really wants to fight, does it? Doesn't it? Down goes Cunimon. And he's only going to give us 6 XP, so it's not even worth it. Alright, well, we got a level, luckily, but I think that's only because we fought 2 Digimon before that didn't give us levels. And I need 2 more levels on Agumon to get his technique for this first boss. And I'll start training Renamon while we make our way. I might want to go get some healing items, though. I'm wondering if I want to get... I mean, I've got a life disc, to be fair. That will heal both Digimon up if they've fainted. But yeah. So we've got this maze here of trees, which, for the most of it, you just want to stick near the bottom and try and follow the path around naturally towards the middle bit. But yeah. Alright, we got a new Digimon, Goborimon. He's pretty weak. He hits quite hard, actually, compared to some of the other Digimon, but he's not too bad. I think he's also misspelling of... No, he's not. No, I thought it was Goblimon. No, it is Goborimon. But, yeah, he hits quite hard. He doesn't have very big defenses, though, and he's very weak to fire. That's worth keeping in mind. Nothing remarkable about Goborimon, but yeah, he exists here, I guess. You'll only fight him in the forest bit, though. If you fight on this outside part, you'll only fight Dokugumon. But here is Protocol Ruins. Protocol? I always fight with Protocol. Let's make our way to the middle. I'm hoping I'm strong enough to do this. But I've got a power charge. I've got a life disc. I believe in us. Minotauromon. It's decently hard compared to everything else. In fact, that's the thing with this area, is the Digimon are bulkier and hit harder. But he's not too bad, and I think he's weak to Thunder, I want to say. But yeah. This is also a good place to bring up the American Digimon World 3 has some different animations with certain Digimon when they faint. So Minotauromon here in the American version will fall onto his arm, like he'll be like kneeled down, but in this version he falls over, which I think looks a lot better. Personally, it just looks a lot less messy of a design. Like seeing him fall flat. It also feels more satisfying. Okay, well the first thing I'm going to do, since I need to level up anyway, before I do this, because that's the boss up there, but I'm not going to fight the boss just yet. I want to go down here, and we're going to do a little loop around the ruins, since I'm going to go talk to the leader first, to initiate that side quest, which is actually part of the, you need to do it to beat the game. Alright, that's fine. How much are we on? I did 97, that's fine, I can still take another hit. I don't actually know if this game has the Pokemon mechanic of damage rolls, where sometimes they do more damage than it says. I know it has critical hits, but it tends to stick to the same amount. Alright, Minotauromon's down. Yeah, level 5, we got Flame Ball. That's all I wanted. Now, I'm going to switch Agumon around, now that we've got Flame Ball, to start training Cubimon, and then Munmon. Because I like to try and get techniques on all my Digimon. Usually I do this fight after everyone's hit level 5, but I feel like I'm fine where I am right now. Cubimon isn't that strong, but it's fine, we'll work on it. Cubimon becomes a lot better once you get its special techniques. But to be fair, with our attack training, it's definitely helped. Cubimon is quite frail. Like you saw there, it took a lot of damage, but its spirit is really high, so special attacks will do decent damage with it. Definitely not a bad Digimon, to be fair. I do like its very, like, Nine-Tailed Fox design. Go under here, through there. Let's talk to the leader. Hello, sir, you leader. You want to challenge me? I'm sorry, but I don't fight with the weak. But if you really want to, then defeat Master Tyrannomon in Tyranno Valley first. Stone fought Master Tyrannomon. Let's talk to all these guys. I'm okay. I'm going to be great in the next battle. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. I'm training so I can digivolve to Metal Greymon. Ugh, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Yeah. So, talking to him initiates that side quest, so where we'll have to fight Master Tyrannomon, which is treated as the first required boss of the game. But I always fight Pheromon here anyway, because he feels like he may as well be a required boss. Because, I mean, you're gonna see him, and he gives a pretty good reward. So, why not? He's also not... I actually think Master Tyrannomon is harder than Pheromon, personally. Like, Pheromon has some things that could be tricky about him, but... yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to be very careful in this next thing. The next fight. In fact, I'm actually wondering... maybe I should go back to the inn, heal up, and then come back. I'm gonna do that, actually. I'm gonna go back, heal and save, just because my Digimon aren't really high. Heal, save, come back, do the fight. At least I know I've initiated that Master Tyrannomon dialogue. So I'm gonna go back, heal, save, and do it. Do it from there. I'm gonna find the right path. Wait, down here, through this way, through the trees. Next, down through the tunnel, through the path. Ooh, we take Digimon down in one hit, that's good. Number 3. And we got another spiderweb. You can use spiderwebs outside of battle. No, not outside of battle. Sorry, you can use spiderwebs in battle, and it'll slow Digimon's speed down for a little bit. Could be useful. I don't typically bother with it though. Like, I think it's actually better to just sell it. But I could see a case for using it. Even though this seems annoying that I'm bumping into Digimon, this is actually great for me, because I need the XP before, while I'm making my way back to the fight. In fact, by the time I get to Pheromon, I might actually even hit level 5 with Renamon, which would be great. Or even better, level 6 with, get to level 6 Renamon. Let's go. But yeah, I do think it's probably best to save, because if you game over, you go back to your previous save file. To the last time you saved, so probably is best if I do this. I know I could be training Hookmon up, but I'm not overly fussed about Monmon, honestly. Like, Renamon and Agumon are basically my big players for this first part of the game. Because Hookmon takes a while to learn any really good techniques, whereas Renamon will be able to do thunder and ice damage quite early on, which is very important. And Agumon's fire techniques are really good early on as well for dealing with a lot of the plant Digimon we'll be fighting. Whereas Renamon's ice techniques are great against the dinosaur Digimon, like say Master Tyrannomon. And its thunder techniques are really good against machine Digimon and water Digimon, which is very helpful for us in this part of the game. Well, in the upcoming part of the game, not necessarily right now. Whereas Munmon just sort of does decent physical damage. Like, he's not bad. I want to emphasize, Munmon's definitely not bad. I don't think any of the rookies are bad. They just have very different use cases, and I think Munmon's more useful later in the game. Whereas I don't think he shines very well in the start of the game. It's the same problem I have with Patamon. I think Patamon is great late in the game when you've got all the really strong forms and you've trained its spirit up a lot and it's doing damage. But in the first part of the game, Patamon is by far the weakest of the rookies. It has the worst HP, doesn't hit super hard on either side. And even its first techniques, Air Blast, as an Angemon, doesn't really do much damage to... Wind is a pretty weird element. It does go against insects and certain dark Digimon, but it doesn't feel like it's very impactful compared to the other techniques you get. Alright, we're level 4. Did I save? I saved. Yeah, I saved. I did save. I spoke to Gargemon. Where is the spot I need to go? Wait, it's up. Down. Down. Over here is where I used to get confused with this part. Like, yeah, like you can kind of feel around the walls which way it is. So you want to go in here. I'm so glad I got this working, because I would have been really sad if I couldn't stream this game. Like, I love this game. It's so fun and it's so addictive and it's so charming and just makes me happy. I'm so happy playing this. I hope you're all enjoying it as well. It's very different to a lot of the games I've played so far, which have been a lot shorter. Like, this is by far the longest game I'll be playing. You know, I'll have to keep like making sure everything runs okay with the streams, but the thing is with this game, I won't be able to do it all in one big go, so I'll probably split it up every now and then with a different game. But we'll work our way through it. I've kind of got a plan actually. I know what I'm going to do here. So we got Cubimon and we got the move Thunderbolt. Now I could switch to Hookmon here as I make my way forward towards Pheromon, but what I'm actually going to do is wait until I get to Pheromon in case we happen to bump into any more wild Digimon. I think... yeah. Okay. So I'm going to leave Renamon at half health. And I'm going to have Hookmon safely in the back. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to lead with Agumon, because Agumon has our technique. I'm not going to use the power charge, because I have that life disc. And we'll go from here. I'm Pheromon, protector of this ruin. I vow to the Digimon god that I won't lose. Then I'll challenge you. You should know, you show no fear. I must warn you, I am powerful. We won't know until we do it. Good, you're ready. Then I'll go full force. Alright, boss fight. The music just got serious, the background got even more serious. And we have our first boss, Pheromon. Pheromon has pretty strong, pretty high wisdom, so special attacks won't do a lot. Hits decently hard physically, and he can poison you with his special attack, which is also a physical move. He's got pretty high stats in general. Compared to everything else, he's obviously stronger. And unfortunately, he's starting off with his Necromist, which can poison us. And poison in this game does a lot of damage. I'm going to try that Flame Ball again. Despite the fact special attacks won't do loads to him, this being a fire move, as you can see there, did a lot. So if we get poisoned, unfortunately, I'm not going to heal up with the power charge. I'm going to wait until Greymon goes down, because poison's just going to do too much damage to us anyway. Like so. And unfortunately, because of our low speed, he'll get 2 attacks in. But the way I'm going to play this is we're going to basically use Agumon and Renamon to try and deal as much damage before they go down. And then I'm going to use Hookmon to life disc the 2 and just keep fighting until the end. Look at that! 395! That's amazing! Greymon, you did amazing there. That is absolutely fine. Since Cubimon's already at half health, I don't expect to last long with this, so I'm going to just go for a Thunderbolt. If I even get it. Ooh, that's my kill. 1 hit. Yeah, wow, that's powerful. That's why you gotta watch out for Pheromon. I should be alright with Hookmon though, because he has pretty high speed compared to the rest of them. And pretty decent defense. So my plan here is we're now going to use that 1 life disc that we bought previously, show off the power of the life disc here. Everyone is now full health. I might heal Mon up though, if this gets too dangerous. 214, not bad. Unfortunately, I don't have any techniques, so all we can do is just attack. Should still do okay damage though. That's not bad, 82 is not awful. I'm going to use a, assuming Pokemon doesn't go down here, I'm going to use a power charge. If he goes down, he goes down. The reason I'm going to use the power charge here, is one of my power charges, not only will it heal me up, but I'm building up that blast gauge in the corner to potentially use. 163, okay. I don't know what impacts the damage that the... Ooh, on evade, nice. I don't know what impacts the poison damage. Ooh, we evaded too. That's really bad. Yeah, I don't think Pokemon's doing much here. We've only got one more, haven't we? Honestly, yeah, no. I'm gonna just let Hookmon go down. You'll get your chance to shine later. He's on 82. I think any attack now will finish it off. I'm gonna go to Renamon though, specifically, simply because Renamon's not like lasting very long against him regardless. We'll just go for an attack, let's see. There we go. Nice. I know Mon didn't get any XP for this, but we'll train Mon up in time. Nice. To be fair, Greymon's fire techniques won't be very useful for Dinosaur Digimon. Yeah, of course. This praise you, I'll give you this. Yeah, I got the old wand. You're strong, our gods will be with you. Alright. The old wand is the first of many important weapons. Basically, these are really important for an endgame side quest. I'm not going to do the side quest in this playthrough though, because it's a lot of hassle and it means training a lot of rookie Digimon up to 45, which is a very long process. Maybe in the future, maybe I'll look more into it, possibly, but like I don't feel like I'm going to bother with that. Okay, I want to get Renamon leveled up a bit more. So I'm going to put Renamon in the lead. We'll put Mon second though, because Mon will need some training. But there we go, that's the first boss beat, Pheromon. Now I want to make my way back out of this area. The old wand gives us a big boost in stats as well to Cubimon. So let's see how our Thunderbolt does. I clicked the wrong button, didn't I? Oh, why did I do that? I'm so stupid. Why did I Digimon? I just really like Renamon. I just had to go for it, you know? That's so dumb. Why did I do that? He's gonna just hit me twice as hard now. Thank God. It's ridiculous. I did not want to do that. I want to go back to Cubimon. Alright. Why does it keep going down 2? No. 1. There you go. Thunderbolt. Let's see how much it does. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're good. Renamon's good. I do need a lot more XP though, because I need to get to level 15 to get my ice technique, which is what my plan is for the next boss. For Master Tyrannomon, my plan is to get Renamon's Cubimon form to 15, and basically use that to try and just do as much damage as we can. which does require a bit. It will require a bit of level grinding. Well, that's fine. Like I say, even if I have to do that off screen before next part, I can always do that. We'll see how it goes, because I do kind of want to keep going a little bit longer. Like, I want to at least go to Seiyu City, train around that area, where the stronger Digimon are. The only problem is the only gym in the east sector is all the way back at Central Park, which is really annoying and inconvenient for us. So I'll make my way back to the gym in near Asuka City. Go there. I'll buy a weapon for Agumon as well, actually, while I'm at the shop, while I'm in the area. So Agumon has something to equip to boost his attack up even just a little bit for now. I can sell the bamboo spear, because that's now useless for us. Now that we've got the old wand, we don't need the bamboo spear. So I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym, go to the shop and get a weapon for Agumon. Heal, save, and then we'll make our way across to Seiyu City and go from there. Agumon. Nice. We're definitely getting stronger. That's good to see. Like, it does definitely seem we're a bit imbalanced, because I've got Agumon and Renamon getting all the levels and Monmon isn't, but to be honest, Monmon's not very useful. Like, I really want Renamon and Agumon, but I am going to still work on training Monmon, because I don't like the idea of having one really weak team member. I want them all to shine as much as I can. Again, Monmon, like, Hookmon's not even bad. Like, Monmon in general, they're okay, they're just not, they don't hit the big numbers that Agumon and Renamon can. And the biggest problem with Renamon is just its defenses, which, with some good equipment, isn't a big deal. Like, I can kind of work on that weakness. And Agumon's weakness is its speed, which just requires me to keep training speed in particular. Which is a lot easier to manage than just... I don't know, Monmon's just not a very interesting Digimon to me. Like, he's cute, but I just like a lot of other Digimon more, okay? We all have favourites on these favourites. Alright, down goes Tebrumon. Back to Leomon's gym again. What we got? 10, 5, 10. Yeah, so we can get quite a few here. Okay, I'm gonna get Spirit up again. Go 5 Spirit. I'm gonna go a bit of defense actually. I think it's time to get that defense up. Or else physical hits are just gonna be a major problem for us going forward. Or I could do speed. I'll do speed actually for now. I'll worry about defense later. Right now, speed. Yeah, that's a good speed boost there. 139. Monmon. I guess I'll just do more damage. Yeah, I guess just keep training attack up. And I could do defense, but yeah, I don't think Monmon's too bad in that department. Ew, we're getting good luck with this gym run. 162, 159. Okay, attack. See, now I've got my special technique, I do kind of want to train Spirit a bit more. But I also need speed. I guess I'll do Spirit and Speed this time. Yeah, I'll do Spirit and Speed for a moment. We want to keep making sure Flame Ball does as much as possible. Because it's not a super strong move, it's just... It's got that fire attribute that's useful. Yeah, if you think about it in Pokemon terms, with like different attackers, Renemon's like a big special attacker, but doesn't have much defense, whereas Agumon's a bit more of like a mixed attacker, where it can hit decently hard physical and special. Okay, I was gonna say that would not good. I will need to work on Renemon's defense though, that definitely does need looking at. Is there is there even any armor I can get right now? I don't think there is. Oh yeah, I was gonna get a weapon for Agumon, wasn't I? Yeah, let's buy a weapon for Agumon. I'll heal and save here because it's cheaper than doing one of the later areas. And then I'm gonna make my way across to the Seiyu City. Yeah, I want to save as well, just to be safe. Like I say, we are going on a bit, but I want to just get... I feel like with all the setup stuff at the start of the stream and all my issues today, I want to just get that little bit extra progress made. Just so I know that we're at a good place. Like, I don't think... I mean, it depends on the, where I feel about, like, level and everything. But I don't think I'll get to the level I need this part to beat Master Tyrannomon. I think this is just going to be, like, getting myself to the next... to closer to where he is and being prepped for it. Yeah, see, I got 800 bit, so I could buy a weapon for... I could buy a weapon for Agumon. Boost his stat just a tiny bit, and then I can sell everything at the next shop when I've gone Forts of Digimon and, you know, done all that. Like, I know I don't need to buy a weapon for Agumon, but I feel like it would be good to have. I could buy accessories, but accessories are quite expensive, so I'm not really feeling that. Who's got a dagger? Monmon has the dagger, right? Yeah. There we go. Everyone's got some armor of some sort equipped. I did go the leather mail instead of the other one. I feel like that's fine. What's going on over here? Apparently the items can't buy in store, but Mr. Smith says he doesn't know about that. Fair enough. Cool. Ooh, actually no. I want to also, because I haven't done this yet. How much money we got? 644. I'm gonna use the rest of... I'm gonna use all my money now, actually. Before we start making our way forward, I want to get another life disc, because life discs are super helpful. I'm gonna buy 10 power charges. That should do us for a bit. So we've got some healing items and a revive. We saw how useful the life disc was in that first boss fight, so I might as well use it for the next one. I know I should be training Hookmon up. You know what, to be fair, we're only going back to Seiyu. I think it's fine to train Hookmon up for a moment while we get his technique, at least to get his technique up. Because I need to train Renamon enough for the next boss fight. Like, the next boss area is... I think the first boss... Okay. Pheromon is the first boss you can fight, but Master Tyrannomon is the first boss you have to fight. And I think Master Tyrannomon is a big boost in difficulty compared to Pheromon. I might also just check, talking to this tamer here, because when your Digimon have a high enough charisma stat, you're able to do tamer battles, which will give pretty decent XP. They're tougher than the wild Digimon around that area, but like I say, they give better XP and some extra money, which could be quite good if I can fight them now. Let's see. Yeah, we can! I had a feeling we might be able to. So let's start some Digimon battles, where we also get this amazing Tamer battle music. So she's got 3 Digimon. Betamon. These are also quite decent for if you want to split XP up between Digimon. In fact, I might do that actually, that's not a bad idea. Vegimon's next. I also don't want Monmon to blast Digivolve. I know I didn't do much, but I'm gonna... Ooh, we can do this. I haven't shown this off yet. So, certain Digimon for certain Digivolutions can fuse together to create one big Digimon and do a powerful attack with it. It's called DNA Digivolving, and it requires a lot more MP than a normal technique. But the result, as long as the move hits, which it does have a chance to be dodged, typically will do a lot of damage, especially if it's an element they're weak to. So this one makes Ancient Greymon with Hookmon and Greymon, which does pretty powerful fire damage. So that's a really good way. I should have used that on Pheromon actually, that would have done a lot to him. I forgot about that. I forgot that Hookmon and Greymon were like the first duo who could do that. Alright, so we've got Greymon in. I'm actually going to switch to... I want to switch to Cubimon to finish this fight off. Just so we can sort of give everyone a bit of XP in this fight. Show off all our Digimon to them. Cubimon! We haven't seen this one yet. Not a lot to say, pretty weak. I mean, he's a bit stronger than some of the other champions around this area, but not that much stronger. About on par with Vegemon, if not even a little bit weaker than Vegemon. There we go. How much XP? 21. 21. 21. Like I say, we'd get more XP. I would have got more XP if I just left it on the one Digimon, which I might do for the next fight, but I wanted to split it across so we all get some levels. The only issue with the Digimon battle is once you've done a Digimon battle, you can't fight that Tamer for a long while. But that's fine. I'm ignoring a Tamer up there because they won't want to battle until you have a really high charisma, and they're really powerful. So even if we could do that, it would not work out well. There we go. So right now is a good chance to bring up the... Hookmon is kind of the weakling of our group, but they do at least have the DNA Digivolving, so a good thing to look up with which pack to pick could also be which DNA evolution you can get early, because each pack will have one Digimon duo that can combine together. So it can be really helpful for certain boss fights, depending on what type of move you need. Alright. Cunimon. Ooh, you're not down. I'm going to just use Hookmon for this fight as much as I can, until he gets to too low health to keep fighting. Then I'll switch him out when I need to. But I do want to try and get as much XP on Hookmon as I can. Okay, this is just a Cunimon person. They really like Cunimon. Not bad. Okay. That's 2 down. 1 more to go. Is it another Cunimon by any chance, or something different? Dokugumon. Okay, they changed it up. Bit of a spider, big spider. How much is that? 87. So that's not bad. You know what? What level are you? You're 6. What level are you? You're 8. I know I've said I wanted to stream Renamon up, but I can't refuse the chance to go for another DNA Digivolve. I feel like this will annihilate Dokugumon. Plus, I do like that they threw this in as just this extra mechanic. It's a fun extra way to take out big Digimon. It's not as useful later in the game, I don't think, but early game, this is a great way to like deal big damage. There you guys should see Digimon that you wouldn't always be able to see. Yeah, see, that didn't do loads. 153, that's not a lot. It's not bad though, it still did about half. Just under half, I think. That's fine. Take that. We'll go for Flame Ball. Alright, I'm just gonna do a regular attack to finish it off. Finish it. Yeah! Let's hope we got some good XP. 75, that definitely got a level up. And I got Mon leveled up too. Greymon leveled up. Cool. You can also get the drop items from Tamer battles, although from my experience I haven't got them very often from the tip. So for example, Dokugumon has a chance to drop the spider web, but I don't tend to get them from Tamer battles because I don't know what it is. I never really have much luck with that. Okay, I do need to watch out for my health though. I might go to the forest inn on the way. Like, I figured I'd be able to just go straight to Sayu, but I might actually have to go to the inn first, just to do a little top up. Yeah, which help? 4 for 4. Okay, not bad. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight this Tamer up here. I'm gonna DNA Digivolve Pokemon immediately. And just use Greymon for the next fight. Because I'll still get the XP on Pokemon, but I can keep him in. He's not going to faint to them. 3, 8, and 7. Okay. Not bad. Like you can see here, there's a lot of Tamers around this server, but it's good for us because we want to get as much XP as we can. Alright, do another Digivolve. We'll do one last DNA Digivolve here. This will use up most of our MP, but that's fine because we're near an inn anyway, so I'm fine to just do regular attacks for the rest of this fight with Greymon. I don't quite know what determines the damage outside of like elemental weakness, and it's got to be to do with your stats, I'd imagine. Like that there just did loads of Kukuburi. Alright, Greymon's up. Ogremon! Ooh, a new Digimon. So Ogremon is a much harder hitting version of Guburimon. Although this one's scaled down a little bit in stats because obviously it's a lower level than the ones we'll find later in the game. I believe Ogremon has a fire weakness. I could be mistaken, but I think fire is the element that they don't like. I mean, that looks like some good damage there. But yeah, he's nothing too bad. Just again, you gotta just watch out for his physical damage. But he doesn't have any special techniques, he's just all attack, and that's it. Hey, we got a critical hit. Nice. Let's see. Oh, Monmon's quickly caught up. And Agamon's now overtaken him. I love I didn't get any of the evolutions leveled up, but I got the rookies. See, this is the thing I always struggle with in this game is how often do I go back to the gym versus how much do I just keep moving forward. But I think I'm going to just keep moving forward for now. We'll see what level we get to by the time we get to Tirana Valley, to be fair. Because that's our next destination, which is just past Seiyuu City and Kicking Forest. Because we have to go there, and then we have to go to Seiyuu City to fight the Seiyuu leader. Because once you beat Master Tyrannomon, it goes back to the city. So thankfully you don't have to go to the ruins again to show him that you beat Master Tyrannomon or anything. He'll just go back to the city himself. But okay, we've got... I think there's 2 more tamers before the city. Because there's one... There's the old man up here. And then there's the happy guy in the prairie as well. There's also a tamer in the city, I know that. There's one tamer in the Seiyuu City as well. Which is good for us, because we're getting some decent XP here. Like, we're making pretty good progress with the Digimon. Like, I know I'm already like 2 hours in, and I'm only so far. Why am I doing that? Like, my levels aren't super high, but they're also not bad, actually, for the start of the game. Alright, Crapmon is our first Digimon. I don't need to take everything else. It's fine. I still don't even have Hookmon's first forms technique yet, which feels really weird. Good. I might actually end up last Digivolving in this fight. I don't want to give it all to Monmon though. I do actually want to use Renamon. Oh, okay. Gizamon, they just wanted to show him and then get rid of him. Geckomon. Geckomon is a big threat, actually, as a Digimon. You do not want to mess around with Geckomon. Because while his physical attacks don't do massive damage, they're not super weak either. The threat, though, is he has a technique called Confuse Gas, which, if you get confused, can really mess up your attack options. So I want to try and kill this as fast as possible. Good. Geckomon is a big threat we do not want to deal with. Thankfully, they're very weak to Thunder, as with all water Digimon, which is why Cubimon is perfect for this tamer in particular. Although I do have to watch out for the damage we take. We at least can deal big damage if we hit our technique. And there we go. Gizamon is down. Nope. Monmon leveled up, not the Hookmon. Which is actually really annoying for me. Like, I wanted Hookmon to get the level up. But, you know, at least Monmon's stats go up. I'm gonna save the gym now until we go back to Asuka City. Wait, oh, we got this way. Alright. Beta Ball. This should be the fight, hopefully, that gets Pokemon to level 5 and finally unlocks their technique. Like I said, Monmon's quite quick to level up, so I don't actually have to worry too much about them catching up. Okay, no, I have to do another one. I don't have to worry about them catching up as bad. So training Agumon and Renamon actually becomes more viable when I'm training them all up together. Alright, yep. There you are, happy tamer. Yeah, right. We've got a Tapermon first. Oh, this guy just has Tapermon. One single Digimon. That is one bulky Tapermon. I do do not want to blast, so I need to keep an eye on that gauge. It's starting to look like it's filling to the top. I need to switch out. Oh. I might actually switch here to Digimon. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Cubimon. So I can get some XP on Cubimon, some XP on Pokemon, and so that I don't blast Digivolve too soon. In fact, because I'm about to blast Digivolve, I actually wonder if I could beat Tyrannomon now without needing the Ice technique that I was going to go for. Or even if I can get to Master Tyrannomon and maybe even unlock the Ice technique. Wingbuster. Okay, not bad. Right, level 9. Because we're actually only 6 levels away on Renamon, to be fair. So what I think I'm going to do is... I don't need Munmon right now. I'm going to go Renamon, then Munmon, then Agumon, because Agumon is still higher level right now. And I would like to still train up a bit of Munmon. Let's see, what level? Yeah, I'm going to battle this Tamer here, but I'm going to specifically use Renamon. Then I'm going to heal in the inn. See if we can buy any better equipment as well while I'm here. For especially Renamon, just some better armor would be good. Let's see how that does. Not bad, not great, but not bad. How much did they do there? 219. Oh, that's just too much. It's too much damage. All right. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna use all 3 Digimon here, because I'm not confident that I can do this with just one or another. I know I could blast Digivolve potentially here, but I don't want to. Yeah, I want to save that Blast Digivolve for a different fight. So what I'm going to do... Munmon, actually, could be great for the boss fight to start off with, to get the Blast Digivolve, do some big damage there, and then go from there. There's some I think there's some strategy, actually, that I could go for this fight, where I won't even need Cubimon. I'm going to go for it in this stream. We're going to go on a little bit longer, just because of how long it took to set out. And then I'm gonna at least see if I can beat Master Tyrannomon. I think that's the goal I go for, to finish the stream with. Obviously I'll have to then go back, heal, save, and that, but that's just typical of a game like this. Flymon. Alright, Flymon is fast and has some decent wisdom. Unfortunately it's weak to wind, and I do not have wind, so fire is my next best option. Not bad though, that's actually pretty decent damage. Yeah. So insect Digimon in this game, they're all weak to wind, so that's really important to know. Flymon here has really high speed, which is annoying, because he has a good chance of evading attacks. Or getting 2 attacks in a row. Yanmamon. Last but not least is Yanmamon. This one's different though. It's not the yellow one, it's a green one. Something this game does is, rather than give more Digimon, sometimes they'll just have the same Digimon in a different area with a different colour. And in this case, this one has a regular physical attack, whereas the yellow regular Yanmamon uses an electric attack. So sometimes this one's definitely stronger than the electric one, but obviously if the Digimon's more weak to electric, then the electric one could be more of a threat. But I quite like it. It makes it so you're fighting the same Digimon, but they still feel different enough with the different colour schemes. And they're quite nice colour schemes. Like, I like this green for Yanmamon. Yeah, Greymon's got this. We've definitely got this in the bag. That should finish him off. Hookmon got some... I think Cubimon got some... I think they all did, actually. I want to say all 3 got XP there. Yep. And no one got a level up. Great. Typical. Oh, that's the only thing with splitting the XP is they don't always get the level up that you need. But it's fine. I'm gonna heal, check if I can buy any items, save my game, and then we're gonna give a go at... We're gonna see what happens with Trinomon. I don't feel like training up to level 15. If I get there, great. If I don't, it's fine. I want to go to the armory. We got a lot of money after all, so I don't feel like it's a bad idea to come here and just see what I can do. I don't need any weapons, although I could get a better sword for Agumon. I'll leave it though, I don't think it's that important right now. We can get a sun visor or a tin helmet. The tin helmet's quite nice. 143, 142. Can't get that. I can get a tin mail and a tin shield. Okay, I want to work on Renamon, isn't it? It's Renamon I want to specifically do. Sell the... Yep, and I buy that. I'm going to buy the tin mail as well. Because I want Renamon to have the best armor possible. And the tin helmet. There we go. Right. Now, we're going to buy... I'm going to get tin shields for everyone. I think upgrading from the buckler to the tin shield would be better. Now, I'm going to sell things that we're not using. We're not using the bamboo spear anymore. I'm not using the bucklers anymore, either. I don't need the leather coat that I've unequipped, and I don't need the hide helmet I unequipped, either. I think I can also sell the spider webs, to be fair. Is it an item? Oh, it's an item, so okay. Just to get us a bit more money. Okay. Anyone else who needs equipment? See, I could get 2 tin helmets. This tin mail is good, but it's very pricey, the tin mail. I can only afford 1 anyway, so I don't think it's really worth going after. I wonder about the tin helmets, maybe. Tell you what, let's do that. Let's get 2 more. I'm gonna get 2 more tin helmets. 1 for Monmon, 1 for Agumon. I'm gonna sell the helmets that I've just got that I don't need now, the hide helmets. Okay. Now I can't buy any weapons, but that's fine. Headgear we're fine on. Armor wise, I could buy a tin mail. I think I'll buy a tin mail, and I think I give it to... I'm going to give it to Agumon specifically. I want Agumon to be a bit tankier. And we sell the leather coat, yeah. We don't need that now. I know I could sell that and get the... I could technically sell the other thing, but... No, I think that's enough. We're upgraded, we've got some better armor. The problem is, Renamon's defense is terrible. Like, it is actually garbage. So we really do need to land a strong hit. But I'm going to save my game now, just in case this does not work out very well. And I need to come back and grind. But I figure I might as well try the Trinomon fight. Because we're not far from the area. We only have to go to Tirana Valley, fight Master Trinomon, and then we come back here regardless how it goes. I figure I might as well give it a go as the last thing on this stream. There's also the addictive thing of this game that I just want to keep playing. But yeah, I definitely don't want to fight the first leader this part, because I think we've done a lot already with grinding, getting our way up to our first champion forms, beating the first boss Pheromon. Like, I'm making good progress, but I don't want to like overdo it with this stream, because it's already gone on for a while and I don't know how much longer it can stay stable. But yeah. So my plan is going to be I'd leave Munmon until the boss. And we're just going to train up Renamon for now. I'm going to just do regular attacks, because I don't want to waste any MP. We're just going to do regular attacks for the time being. Unless I see a Digimon who I know I'm going to need to use Technique on. Nope, it's fine. Which will be more when I get to Toronto Valley. Right now, we just keep going. We've battled all the Tamers. I don't believe there's any Tamers in this area that we could fight. I mean, there's the station, but I'll leave the station one until we go there as part of the story. Gizamon. I'll try a regular attack. Let's see how much this does to Gizamon. Because this one is weak to Thunder, but I think it's fine. Yeah, we're all good. We've got decent attack. Level 10! Ooh, and Renamon's level 9. That's actually fantastic for us, because that should give us a bit more defense. Climb up here. And this is Toronto Valley. I don't think there's a lot of like items or anything around here. No, that's... there is an important Digimon to fight here. This one, Triceramon. We want to fight every Triceramon we can find, because they have a chance to drop the TNT ball that we're going to need later in the story. So getting one now would be amazing. If we don't get one now, it's fine. But yeah. So the Digimon here, the gimmick is they hit really hard and have pretty decent physical defense. But they don't have very high wisdom. With one exception, which is Airdramon. They're also quite slow Digimon, so if you have really good speed and spirit, like Renamon, you can deal a lot of damage to them. They also give superb XP, compared to a lot, and pretty good bit compared to a lot of other Digimon around. But yeah, there's 3 Digimon you can fight. Airdramon, which is kind of the worst encounter of the 3, because it doesn't give very much XP, and they're very speedy and annoying. I don't even think they're really that worth fighting, honestly. Triceramon, who you want to fight as much as you can. And the other one is Tyrannomon, which is an okay encounter. Here he is. Kind of in the middle. He's not bad. But they're all weak to ice as well, so if you have an ice technique, you can do a lot of damage to them. Fortunately, we do not have an ice technique, and the easiest one to get would be at level 15 with Renamon. With Cubimon. Yeah. But you do want to watch out though, because they use fire technique just in their attack. So if you have a fire weakness, there is that to worry about. Just gonna save some MP, do some regular attacks here. Yeah. Like, their physical defense is higher than their wisdom in general. But yeah. There you go. But yeah, the only one with an item worth pointing out is Triceramon. So that's why I said you really want to look out for him. Oh, look at that, we found an Airdramon too. Yeah, Airdramon's kind of the most annoying one of the 3. Not for damage, but just the speed he has. Like, he can avoid a lot of attacks. But he's kind of... I'd say he's the weakest one, it's just his speed tends to be really high. But yeah, Triceramon I think is the strongest one of the 3. But yeah. It's also... At least it's cool that I got to show off all 3 of the forms. All 3 of the Digimon that show up here. Where are you? Okay. What's up, buddy? Oh. Alright, I'm going to use a power charge just to help out. What? What are you doing? What are you doing, Ian? Okay, you sitting with me? Is that what you're doing? You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I think we've trained this far. Let's go for it. Oh, a challenger? Master Trinomon, fight with me. Sure, I just ate, so I'm at full power. Right on, this will show how strong I am. You're pretty optimistic, kid, but it takes more than that to beat me. Okay, my strategy for this is going to be... We're just going to use Thunderbolt, try and deal as much damage with Cubimon. Then we're going to bring in Hookmon, Blast Digivolve, and go from there. Like I say, you want to watch out for Master Tyrannomon. Like, he's quite bulky, he takes a lot of hits to kill, because he has quite high HP, and he deals a lot of damage. He has a fire technique as well, so you want to watch out for that as well, on top of everything else. And unless I'm mistaken, I believe his physical attack has a high chance of critical hits. So there's a lot to worry about, but... Yeah, he can be a difficult boss. But I figure if you can beat Pheromon, you can beat Master Tyrannomon. But if you have an ice technique, it will really help with this fight. Like I say, I could have grinded up to get one, but I kind of want to just get a move on with this. And I figure we aren't doing enough with Thunderbolt where it'll do for now. I actually wonder if it could fit in the leader fight, to be honest. But that feels like a lot of boss fights to get through in this first stream. Well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it as this fight continues. Oh, that's not fair. I don't mind if Cubimon doesn't get any XP for this, by the way, because they're already kind of my strongest member anyway. And I want to save the life disc for the next boss fight. 77. Yeah, see, we just don't do anything to him with that. Yeah, right, how much does that do? 155. Probably one more hit and then I'll blast. Yeah, you know what? I think we might be able to do it. No, I'll go to Sayu. I'll save and I'll leave it there, and we'll make the leader fight the first thing we'll do on the next time we play it. Master Fire. Okay. How's this? Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But we now Blast Digivolve. Become Armamon! When you Blast Digivolve, you get all your health back, you get infinite MP for a couple turns, and we get their best technique available to us, in this case, just a strike. Which is a pretty powerful technique, I have to say. You get 3 strong physical attacks in one move there. There you go. And we hit level 9, we got level 6 Hookmon. Honestly, I don't even have to worry anymore about my level issues. Because like I said, Monmon catches up so fast and Agumon takes the longest, so Agumon is really worth training up. We got the Old Claw. Take that to the Suryu leader, then he'll battle with you. Thanks, Master Tyrannomon. Suryu leader is pretty tough, be on your guard. Well, you know, if he's saying that, it's gotta be tough. What I want to do then, I'm gonna keep the... Well, no. I'm gonna put... Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna put Monmon at the back of my team for now. They've had enough time to shine now. I know Agumon is my weakest, but I think Agumon will shine in the very next fight, against Seiyu leader. So I feel like it's fine to just keep training up Renamon for a bit, because I really want that ice technique as soon as I can. You know what, that actually wasn't a bad fight. I was expecting to need the ice move to beat it. Turns out Thunderbolt is pretty powerful on its own when you train up Renamon's spirit so much. Like I said, there's just something addictive about this game in particular compared to any other game I've played that I just can't put it down. Like, there is definitely a nostalgia thing as well, because this is a game that I really loved as a kid, but like, I still love this game to this day, exactly how much I loved it as a kid, if not more now that I understand more the mechanics and I can understand elemental weaknesses more than I did when I was younger. Ooh, I should also, while I'm here, we got that old claw, which is actually a weapon we can equip to Agumon. So that's good for us. I don't need that. It's equipment I need. I can get rid of the dagger when I go to the store. So we got the old claw and the old wand. So that's the thing with a lot of the boss fights in this game, is they give you different equipment that you can use. So they're really worth going out of your way for, because these are good weapons to have. The old wand and the old claw you will get better weapons than them later in the game, but like right now they're perfectly fine to use. And they'll last you a little bit, to be fair. Ew, actually I should show off. You know what, before I finish this part, I also want to just try a fishing encounter. I'll do a regular attack on Digimon, let's see how this goes. Down goes Digimon, one hit, nice. I want to just try one fishing encounter to see what we encounter right now. I'm pretty sure it might still be Digimon, but let's find out. So basically, if you land on the yellow bar, you'll fight a Cardmon. If you hit the blue bar, you won't encounter anything. If you encounter the green bar, you'll fight a water Digimon. Usually Seedramon, which is a pretty strong Digimon at this point in the game, but it does have a big weakness to electric attacks. Like I say, I know it doesn't look like a lot of damage, but this is a pretty strong Digimon at this point in the game. I just figured I'd see how we do. Ooh, that's actually pretty scary. Okay, I'm going to use some power charges because they're very cheap and easy to get. Let's do some training up. Use Thunderbolt. This is where having knowledge about elemental weaknesses really helps, because normally I wouldn't want to fight a Seedramon because it has pretty high defenses at this point in the game. But if you know that it's weak to Thunder and you can land your Thunder technique, you can do a lot to it. Come on. I know this is annoying because like I'm going to blast. One or two things is going to happen here. Either I get a second attack in, and I can get it down to the red, which is what might happen. Or I'm going to blast Digivolve and take it down that way. I kind of want to not blast now, though. Kind of a waste of a blast. So I'm hoping I evade this. Alright, fine. I guess we go the overkill method here. Didn't play that very well, but it's fine, like I say. Get to show off the second blast Digivolution of this episode. Talmon! This will be Renamon's eventual next form. And we get Bonin Hit Sutsun, which does a lot of damage to ghosts. This is one of the worst special techniques in the game, however, because Dalmon has a really good spirit, and this is a physical attack. It makes no sense why they did this, when they could have had it be a special attack. But whatever. At least it does good damage to Ghost, to Ghoul Digimon. Oh, and we got a really good accessory for that one fight. That's a really lucky drop, actually. We got the water power one, which basically adds a bit of water elemental damage to your physical attack. And while I could give that to Renamon, I actually think it's better on Agumon because, well, Agumon's more likely to use a physical attack, for one. So there you go. We got a water power one. But alright. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. However, I'm not going to fight the leader this part because I think we've done a lot and I'm starting to get hungry. I've been streaming for a while today, trying to get everything working and everything. Plus, to be honest, we did a lot. We got through 2 bosses. We've got Seiyu Leader back now. I mean, Seiyu City. Ooh. Ready to do the next boss fight. We've done at least half of the East sector though. Like, we've explored most of the sector. We just have to beat the leader and then do the other little story bits. But yeah. I also want to just do the... I feel like it'd be rude not to check my booster packs now, since I'm going to be ending the stream soon. So, let's open some cards together. We have 1 pack. What did we get? I hope it was worth it, because that is garbage. I mean, the Hawkmons aren't awful, but nah, they're not really that worth it either. So, I've healed up. Everyone's all topped up. I'm going to go back to the armory. I didn't even use the life disc in that battle, so I've still got the life disc card. There's nothing really to say about weapons. No, I mean, Munmon can equip the Shuriken, but it lowers his defense for that, and I don't know if that's really worth it. It's a big attack boost, though, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, it's only, what, 11 less defense for that? You know what? That's not... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to do that. Because Monmon's basically only using physical attacks anyway. Why not? I got 3 helmets, 2 mails, and some... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll get 1 tin mail, equip it to Wait, what? I've already got it equipped. Yeah, that's right. Equip it to Munmon. I'm going to sell that tin shield. I'm going to sell the leather coat. Yep. Do I sell... Actually, Let me think. Yes, I will sell the tin shield, because I'm never going to need that. We got 8 of them, 1 of them. I've got 2 daggers that I don't need anymore. So I think that's good. I think that's good. We've got a big power boost for Monmon now. We've got some healing items. We've got 400 odd money. Renamon's got is the highest level now. So I can put Agumon in the lead, then Monmon, and then Renamon. I know the Monmon has a lower evolution, but it's actually higher leveled as the rookie than Agumon is. So I figure Agumon will shine in the next fight. That's alright. Let's go. So now the leader should be back here. Just make sure. I'm not going to fight him, I'm just going to check this. What do you have to say? What? Okay. The leader here is a great tamer. He never stops training no matter what. Cool. But yeah, so I figure that's a good thing to do for the next part. So as I save my game, let's end the stream here. So next time on Digimon World 2003, we will be fighting the first of the leaders. We'll be fighting the Seiyu leader. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed the stream despite all the technical issues that I've had today. And take care.